Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the Greenlight Weekend podcast. As always, I am your host, Brian Nystrom. Co-host David Oakley was here, and we had a very fun guest, first-time guest. His name is Jake Preston, and he was a funny fucking guy. Before we get into that, we do have a little business to attend to, and as you guys may know, the Greenlight Weekend podcast is sponsored by Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. Check out their website, deadroomcomedy.com, where you can subscribe to weekly one-liners, get an email every Monday with original jokes to laugh through the work week. Also, check them out at Dead Room Comedy on Instagram and Facebook, where you can find sketches, stand-up clips, and find out when live shows will resume. I know they're my only sponsors up to this point, and they're our first sponsors, but they're the best fucking sponsors. They're such a good company, even though they're small and they're facing COVID. They gave us a dope-ass, gift for our 100th episode that included more than you guys will ever know. But it was fucking fantastic, and they're awesome. They've been on the podcast multiple times. If you haven't heard those episodes, go ahead and check them out. But now that we're done with that business, we can talk about today's guest, Jake motherfucking Preston. He is a silly dude. It was the first time I actually got to talk to this dude one-on-one. Well, 2-on-1, whatever. First time we've actually had a real conversation. We work together at Steamworks. I'm in the kitchen. He's up front with Dave. And we just don't get to have that many conversations. But it was nice to have him over. And he's a fucking interesting, chatty, really good podcast guest. That's how I would describe him. He's a really good podcast guest. He had some crazy stories, my favorite of which is how he got a felony for criminal mischief. Basically, he broke so many laws they had to charge him with something, but nobody wanted to press charges against him, so he got criminal mischief. He is clear of all charges at this point and can be employed without actually reporting it. So that's a good fucking thing. But yeah, we had a great episode. He actually brought a growler of Third Eye from our employers, Steamworks Brewing, and he left half of it. So I'm going to polish this off before it goes flat like a gentleman. And yeah, let's get into this episode. Before we do, though, I would like to shout out the Whiskey Reel podcast. Durango-based podcast, very funny. They're homies of mine. We're actually going to have Aaron Brandis in here in the next couple weeks, and then we're going to start rotating them through as guests because we found when there's 3 of them in here at once with me and a co-host, it's just too much goddamn masculine energy, and we all want to one-up each other because that's who we are as people. We're terrible people, right? But we all just want to be funny and hit that motherfucking hype button, which is happening less and less lately, which I think is a good thing. But yeah, check out the Whiskey Reel podcast, all social media, Whiskey Reel, all podcast apps, the Whiskey Reel. Fantastic podcast. And one more shout out before we start, and that is to my boys, Ethan Esparza and the Chava People. It was a band I was part of years ago. I was not part of this song though. It's my favorite song they've ever done. This is the only place you can find it. It is an exclusive Greenlight Weekend fucking track at the moment. This is the premiere, is this podcast. We play a little bit in the beginning and the whole thing at the end. So even if you get tired of the fucking podcast, skip to the end and listen to the whole song. It's fantastic. It's beautifully put together. James Mirabal did the production on that. We're talking too much. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy episode 106 with Jake Preston.
Being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feathers shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice.
And we're back.
What is up?
What is up? Yeah, welcome to the Greenlight Weekend. I'm your host, Brian Nystrom. To my left is David Oakley. Co-host. And across from me is a man that I work with, but we haven't really had a conversation.
This is true.
Yeah. Jake Preston.
Jake
in the building.
Preston.
Jake Preston's in the building.
See, in my mind, I was like, is it Nick or Jake?
It's Jake.
I saved you. I knew it was saving
Thanks,
you.
man.
Yeah.
Do I look like a Nick?
No.
Possibly.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you could be a Nick.
You could be.
Yeah, but at least my name rhymes with fun things like cake and bake and
Cake
stuff.
and
Nick
bake.
just rhymes with dick.
You've
so-
thought about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's another story I had for you that relates to that Nick thing. So
just
that's a
rhymes
great,
with dick.
that's a great thing. So,
First off, I just got to say for the podcast listeners that we showed Jake his
Joe.
seat in relation to the camera, and he said, "Oh, this will be a perfect spot. I'm left-handed."
That's exactly what he said.
because it's all the way on the left in my eyes.
All right.
He did just drink with his left hand.
speaks
to-
out the
to
left
prove
side of his
said
mouth.
Point.
Oh, that's why the drinks are on the left side too. You know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So it
Girlfriend
could
has
be-
to sit on the right side when we go out. And stuff.
It's a
She
good thing
knows
I'm.
it.
It's a good thing I'm here because I'm ambidextrous.
Well, being left-handed kind of makes you ambidextrous because when I grew up, you didn't have they didn't have left-handed scissors or left-handed golf clubs or hockey
Oh, so
sticks.
you had to learn everything righty.
Yeah, and I sucked.
Yeah, I know.
So like that's why I kick with my right foot because in kickball I was like, well, fuck this.
Did you grow up with money? You said golf and hockey.
No, at school,
Ah.
like during gym class.
Right. I don't
And
know
no.
if we ever played golf or hockey at my gym
No,
class.
fuck. Oh no, like the little plastic ones or like the little field hockey
oh,
inside.
field
of-
hockey. Yeah.
You know, just
Maybe.
the
I
things
don't
that
know.
they gave you were never left-handed.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Castle Rock, but I'm originally from Detroit,
Castle Rock, Arizona.
Colorado.
Colorado.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like South Denver.
All right.
So I went to like Douglas County High School.
But you're originally from Detroit. You always
Originally.
rocking the Detroit shit.
Always.
That was one of the reasons I recognized you. Not to
Yeah, always.
talk shit, but it's weird. I don't know what half of my coworkers look like without their mask. I
Yeah.
saw Teresa without her mask the other day, and I was like, not what I was expecting.
No,
Still a pretty girl.
No.
like,
Yeah.
you know, but just different.
it's so,
like-
it's so true. There's a couple of the new people that have been working. I remember we were sitting down one day and she took off her mask to eat, and we all were looking at her, and she looked at us. We were like, "We're so sorry." We just because in my mind I was like, I expected something else, and it was not what I expected.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Not like in a
hilarious.
bad way.
Especially when you get to know people wearing masks.
Yes.
All the front of house people
Yeah.
I know from wearing masks. Every
Yeah.
once in a while you see them take a drink, maybe like an expo or something,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It is weird. Dude. Like everybody, I think that's something that everybody thinks about.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I wonder what that person looks like without their mask. You
Yeah,
know?
That's the
It's-
world we live in now.
It's weird.
one
dude.
morning in the kitchen,
How
I
weird
saw
is that?
Ed take a drink, and I was like, wow, I think that's the first time I've seen your face. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, and that's kind of fucked up. But he heard me say, that's the first time I saw your face. It's fucked up.
I wish that's what you would have said.
Oh
Well,
my
he was
God.
like, what? What the? He was like, fuck you.
He
And I
got
was-
defensive and shit.
yeah, but in a funny way.
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
to his defense, he
thought
did
you
it
were
in a funny way.
He thought you were fucking around with him, so he
Yeah.
was fucking around back.
But he was like, well, fuck you. And I was like, no, it's fucked up that I don't know what my coworkers look like.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah.
got louder.
yeah,
Like,
not your fucking fucked up nose, bro.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm laughing at.
I didn't say that.
No, you should have. He
That's
doesn't even
funny.
have a fucked up nose. It was just.
Oh, and I think Mario's going to start listening. So if you have anything you want to say to that.
Oh yeah, I
motherfucker.
saw Mario liked us on Facebook
Yeah.
today.
Oh,
Mario.
Yeah, isn't he? He went on a little vacation.
Yeah,
Did
for
he?
9 days. That's why he's going to
What?
listen, because he was like, I'm driving to Las Vegas, New Mexico, and I'm going to be there for 9 days.
Is Las Vegas, New Mexico, like South New Mexico?
It's
Is it
shit.
far?
It's shit.
It's
yeah.
Well, New Mexico, I know.
No, but it's rough, dude.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's why he's going home. Yeah, he's going home. Yeah, because we normally play disc golf Tuesday nights.
Oh yeah,
six.
that's right. Y'all
Oh, you're
do.
part of that?
Uh huh.
Nice. We have
Yeah.
a mic at 7, so.
Yeah, we never
But
can make it.
It's probably
Mhm.
pushed into Wednesday.
Nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
The mic
Oh, cool.
thing?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
On
because
the
we do
patio.
the disc golf thing because it's like the only day like everybody has the day off. You know what I'm saying?
And you guys wait till 6 because it's just been so damn hot
well,
in the middle
no,
of the day.
and Mario has his manager meeting at like 4.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So we're basically just our world revolves around fucking Mario because he's like, you know,
Since I
even though
met
it was
him,
my
mine has
fucking
to.
idea to do this. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, we should all play disc golf. He was like, okay. And then he doesn't ever hit me up, and he's like, I was there at 6. I'm like, oh, so you just ignored me all day instead of replying to my
oh wait, he
text.
doesn't even respond.
Yeah, I'm
and
like,
then
dude, what the fuck? He's like,
Ah.
you should just be there, Hito. I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly what he would say.
Yeah, he calls me Sunshine. That's what he calls me. all the
Yeah.
time.
He used to call me that, but then I got fat. So
Yeah, and then
he
I
doesn't
showed
call
up and
me
I'm
that.
prettier, so
Yeah,
he decided
that's
to
true.
switch it to me, and I'm moved here from California.
That's cool. Yeah.
He calls me Big Brian.
Big
Because
Brian.
there's another Brian that's much smaller. And he
Oh,
calls
he
him
is
Bri Bri.
smaller.
Yeah.
What does he call him?
Bri Bri.
Oh, Bri.
So I don't know why.
So
I
he
have to
could
be
just
Big
call
Brian.
you. Yeah, he could just call you Brian if he calls the other dude Bri.
I don't know. It's good to have a distinction before you say Brian. Otherwise, we both respond
True that.
when we're right next to each other, especially.
Yeah.
Especially back there.
Yeah, it's pretty tight quarters.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, the line that he works on is like 12 dudes in like a 15-foot space.
Social
basically.
distance like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. As long as nobody's penetrating anybody, then they're fine.
And that
It's hard.
happens.
It's hard not
That's
to
tough.
happen. Yeah, it's really tough not to stick your dick in a butt because you're like right next to each other the
It's
whole
the
time.
definition of nuts on butts.
Yeah. But I mean, they like it. They all do, especially Mario.
Especially Mario.
Mario.
No, that's Italian. He's not
yeah.
Italian. He's the other Mario.
Do you remember when
Yeah.
him and Jammin were Mario and Luigi, and they cooked on the
Yes.
line all day in their outfits?
Yep.
That was
on Halloween.
yeah,
Yes.
that was fucking hilarious.
I
Was
think
it
I
Halloween or Snowdown? There's one of them, but
it was one of
It was
them.
fucking.
I think it was
Halloween.
Snowdown.
Oh, you do? I'm just
what-
trying to think of what theme they would have been Mario and Luigi. I think it might have been Halloween because the themes have been like black and white the past few
I
years.
thought the last one was like it was like characters.
Oh,
Dave doesn't fucking know.
Yeah.
He barely pays attention to
Yeah,
it. He's
I barely
leaving.
know.
He doesn't like
of course
us.
I'm leaving.
I wouldn't
No,
know
of
either.
course
to
I'm-
Oh
be
yeah, I
honest.
forgot about that. What the fuck?
Well,
He's not just leaving town. He's leaving you.
Yeah.
He's leaving the podcast.
Oh my
He's
god.
leaving the
That's the
comedy
part
scene.
that sucks. is
Yeah.
Leaving
What about this
the
comedy scene
podcast.
that you've established here in the past year?
Well-
That's been like actually pretty impressive.
I just feel like I think
He's-
it's time to
he's
go to a
ready.
bigger place.
Yeah.
Like I think I've done what I can here, so to speak. I mean, there's not that many shows going
true.
on. For one, for two, it's like in a big city, I can go up multiple times a week. Even now, there's the open mics are coming back in Atlanta. I've been talking to somebody that does stand up there, and yeah, it just seems like a good time to go.
Yeah, and if you're gonna go somewhere like the South is the move. We were planning on Phoenix, but that is not going great.
Well, yeah, because like that was one of the other things I put in my because I made a little list of notes of reminders of things to talk about. But like I lived in New Orleans for a year, so like living in the South is fucking fun.
I love it.
Like if you want to
my
do
home.
something regardless of the time, you can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
literally anything.
You can eat whatever you want, whenever you want.
Do whatever you
basically,
want.
dude.
And a lot of those places, the culture is just so much different, but it's so much more fun. But it's also a little bit more sketchy.
Well,
In some
they
spots.
come hand in hand. You ever
but
ride the
there's sketchy
motorcycle?
spots in Denver.
Yeah.
There's sketchy spots everywhere. I mean,
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's a reason I only go back to Detroit for like funerals, weddings, and like important birthdays because it's
Drug
fucking
deals.
ghetto
Yeah.
as shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's when my uncle and them come out here because those motherfuckers be ballsy.
Yeah.
And my uncle came out and brought like a bunch of stuff, and I was like, "You brought this on the plane?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What?
See,
Like, are you kidding me?"
I do
Like,
not have that confidence.
No.
Oh,
if
dude.
I'm on a plane, you can guarantee I'm clean.
Yep.
Like,
So
Same, dude.
yeah, so my girlfriend, I go do Christmas with her family every year, and they're they're like a normal family, like everybody gets together, they go to all these other people's houses and do Secret Santa and all that stuff. She came up for my dad's 60th birthday, and we played cornhole and got fucked up, and my uncle brought a half ounce of cocaine on the plane, and we got fucked up.
Oh my god,
And-
dude.
I think it's safer to mail it.
That's what I said. I was like,
Yeah.
why don't you just overnight it to yourself? And he was like, I don't trust the post office. I was like, what? So,
Dude, your uncle's
trust the
awesome.
TSA.
dude,
either,
this is like my
obviously.
hat. This is like my half uncle because like he's
Your
not
mom
like
banged him.
no, my
Oh.
aunt. That would be my stepdad.
Well, if your mom married him.
No, yeah, no. This is my uncle.
Yeah.
But he's
I
not
had a
my
joke.
So it's your
uncle.
aunt's
yeah.
second husband or something?
Sure. Who knows? She's from Detroit. She might have a couple.
Half black.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I got all kinds of cousins. All my cousins in Detroit, they all got a bunch of kids, and they all got a bunch of different daddies. So, believe it or not, I'm the fucking golden child in my family right
That's
now.
hilarious.
So, because Kayleen got divorced from her husband, so now I'm the golden one.
Nice.
So
And what do
they're-
they think about Dylan?
He's slipping,
He's doing his thing.
but he's doing his MMA thing. Yeah,
he's doing MMA now?
yeah.
Is
He's
that
a
why
fighter.
Is
Yeah,
that why
he
he's all
does.
jacked and shit?
Yeah, I mean, he's always been kind of jacked. I mean, because I just beat up on him our entire childhood. I'm 4 years older, and now if I would not really want to fight my brother, to be honest with you.
No, dude. He
because
looks like a
he's
fucking
been training, he's been
beast.
working out. But when we were younger, so we're 4 years apart, like we never went to high school or middle school
Yeah,
together.
you're considerably larger.
Yeah, so I would
Yeah.
just whoop up on him, or like
course,
if I
like-
get him good, I'd just like I'm out, peace. Like if
Yeah.
you go do something, and so, but yeah, now if shit hit the fan, I think my brother might be a little bit quicker and have the hands on me, to be honest
Maybe.
I
with
have a similar experience with my older brother.
you. But, so
Yeah.
I picked up. I mean, I wasn't that mean to him, but I mean, we used to just put on our football pads and just go in the backyard. My dad would spray a little, like little baby football field, little
Oklahoma.
and in Colorado, but old school, and we would just and just throw it to him, and we would just run and tackle each other.
Like an Oklahoma drill. Yeah.
Oh,
Is that what that's
basically.
called?
Oh,
Instead
we
of the
called it.
square,
We
you got
called it
people around
meet
you.
me in the alley.
Oh, okay.
That's a Detroit version.
Yeah, no shit.
That's my dad. Yeah, my dad was our coach. Yeah, he was called Meet Me in the Alley, and he would make us all line up, and then you'd have to run, and you had no choice but to go. Like you couldn't.
Dude,
juke
your
or do
dad's
anything.
cool as fuck. Your
My dad is a
your dad
baller.
and your brother are two of the first people I met in Colorado.
I know you told me
ever.
that.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
super cool.
I worked. They both worked in the kitchen
Huh.
up at Purgatory. His brother Dylan and his dad, and then I worked at like that Paradise Pizza place up there, and it was my first season
So
there.
they worked at Pergy's?
And no, they worked at what's the other one? It's up right above Paradise, not Pergy's, but
Oh, above Paradise?
yeah, it's like attached. It's in the building, in the main building, but it's got a door that goes out right below a lift, right by a lift. Fuck, what's it called? If you say it, I'll know. But
I've never been to Purgatory.
Yeah, I know exactly
Oh,
what you're talking about.
just
That
the
was
word.
like the employee
starts with like
bar.
a W or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember an S. Oh,
Not the
S.
Nugget.
No.
No, Nuggets new.
Anyway, fuck it. But they worked there, and they would always come downstairs and like borrow shit from us, and we would go up there and borrow shit from them. And then Dylan, he makes hip hop. Like he's a MC, and like I've seen him open.
Any fights? I have a feeling I've probably met this dude.
He opened for
He goes by Preston.
Nappy. He opened for Nappy Roots last time
Oh,
they were
yeah.
here. Yeah, and anyway, like we hit it off right away because he makes he is an MC and I made beats.
Right.
And so he was like one of the first people to come over and just like chill, like we just like kind of not even really work on music, but just
Talk about
yeah,
music
talk
and
about
listen
it,
to
listen to music.
That's why I'm excited to have Aaron Brandis on. I want to see what happens when you two start talking music. Like, that's going to be fucking fantastic.
If I can keep up.
Whatever. We'll just talk shit to him.
Did he get
he
back
has
to
this
you?
cocky, oh yeah.
Okay.
He has this cocky attitude, which makes it fun to talk shit to him.
Nice.
And
I
he's
love that.
smaller and like older. Like, I'm not scared of him by any means, but he's quick-witted, you know? So he's a fun adversary, and he doesn't back down when he's drunk, which is awesome.
That's fun.
I want to meet this person because he
He's-
sounds just like me.
He's a very fun person.
he might
he's
be
not
our
on,
next guest.
He's
That's
not
what's
on
up.
any social media. He's like a hard dude to find, but he's a crazy fuck.
He's
yeah.
one. Hey, you know what? He does a podcast with Katie Moriarty's husband.
Yeah, with Sean.
With
Moe.
Sean?
Yeah.
Sean Mo?
Yeah,
That's
he,
what's up.
he's 1/3 of the whiskey reel. And you know the other guy too, Bobby Noyes is the other guy. He's a regular at Steamers. Always
Yeah.
comes in and gets wings in the morning,
Yeah.
drinks Fernettes and
Or
stout.
breakfast, yeah.
That's him.
Yes.
Yeah, that dude's sick.
If you just describe
that,
that,
dude's a
I'd be like,
baller.
Bobby
I'm
Noyes?
fucking
yeah,
that dude.
he's awesome, dude.
Anybody
Cool
that drinks
motherfucker.
Fernet, I love. That's why
You
I love
do?
it. Oh,
That's
dude,
interesting.
Fernet, that's an old school.
I've never tried it.
So the reason I moved around a lot. Like basically, it's just because I've been serving and bartending a bunch. But when I moved to like northern San Francisco, Santa Rosa, like North Bay area, the thing that bartenders did was like when people were like, "Oh, let me get you a drink," like girl or guy,
Yeah.
it was like sure, and they would drink Fernet because it's like 30%, 35, but it's like a liqueur.
Yeah, isn't it like a licorice liqueur? Like
It's kind of.
See, that,
So there's
that
a-
turns me off immediately.
No,
Man.
I hate black licorice. It's not Jaeger. Just
You're doing
don't
a lot of
ignore
this.
the
This is
black.
interesting.
Don't do. Yeah, I talk with my hands, but nobody can see me, so it doesn't fucking matter.
They can see
They'll
you.
be able to see you.
Oh hey, what's
He's
up?
left-handed.
Just so
I'm
you know.
left-handed. Okay, so, but it's an easy drink, and it's not black licorice because there's like a menthol one, and then there's like another one. But it's easy to drink. It's earthy.
Mm,
It's earthy. You know what I'm saying? It's
like
not.
a
It's
hippie chick's vagina.
yes. So if yes, exactly. Like after like a couple days at Red Rocks.
I mean, I would say that's the selling point for me, for people like me.
well, I mean, but
no wonder I hate it.
but no, it's good, and it's like good for your digestive system. But Fernet does this thing. It's actually good for you, which is the other thing. But Fernet has this thing. It's called the Bar Back Olympics, and basically bartenders around the country nominate barbacks, and they compete in this fucking thing where they like have to carry empty
Wheelbarrow
kegs.
race and shit.
It's like, but yeah, it's like all drinking. And you
Right.
know what I'm saying? And like, and so if I had a coin, so they make these coins. If I had a coin, and I went to El Moro,
Uh-huh.
and I got a shot of Fernet,
Yeah, Bobby Noyes has one of those.
and
coins.
I put down my coin, and then he put down his coin, I would have to pay for my
Yeah.
shot, but he has to take one with me. If
Right.
I put down my coin and they don't have one,
They
I
have
get
to
it for
pay
free.
it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Bobby Noyes has a coin. I've heard this.
And
on the
they're
Whiskey
and they're
Reel.
a bitch to
Wow.
fucking get. And I had one because somebody had an extra one and she
Did
loved
you
me.
lose it,
and I
dude?
fucking lost it when I
Oh.
moved out here
Damn it.
because me and my roommate got into this huge fight and we basically just kicked the shit out of each other. And so I left, and then he was so mad that he like destroyed like most of my stuff. Like a lot.
This sounds like a woman move.
It was a woman move. He's a
bitch
giant.
move.
It's more of like a giant Gerber baby thing to do. You know,
Yeah.
just a little motherfucker.
It's a bitch move. Yeah.
And so yeah, but he like broke all my shit, and he knew I loved Harry Potter, so he like broke every individual Harry Potter disc. And like I had this dope ass speaker that I
He was
won.
in love with you. What did you guys
Yeah,
fight
right.
about?
Well,
You broke his heart. Dude.
Well,
yeah.
So we were drunk at my house, and like
Make
we were
it out.
hanging out, and he showed up, and he had just gotten dumped by his girlfriend that was all of our friends because he was getting hookers, and nobody
Wait,
knew
did
about
you talk
it.
shit to him?
And yeah, and no, he walked in and he was like, "Fuck," because his ex girlfriend's cousin was there, but we were all friends. It's like, dude, you were buying hookers and got caught. Don't make us not have a good time. That's not fucking fair.
No, you.
Right.
And I
You
lived
play
there, and
the
I'm like,
game, you lose
and I
sometimes.
lived there, and I'm like, I didn't see a hooker ever. This dude was sneaky as fuck. So, but yeah, and so like I was like, dude, go away, go to your room, fuck you, like get out of here. And so he said something, and I made a comment. I made a little fucking blah, 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 and I looked at my other roommate, and as I looked back, he sucker punched me.
Oh,
And
in
then
the
we,
face?
yeah, and then we
Ooh.
basically just like fought for a minute, and I got on top of him. My roommate kind of had him, and he kind of looked at me, and it was like, you get one, and I fucking sucked the shit out of him, and then he like stopped the fight basically.
That's fair.
And so yeah, and
Good
so,
roommate. dude.
yeah, and so like, and then I made that bitch count for sure because yeah, so and then
Well, yeah, he sucker punched you.
yeah, I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I was so pissed. So yeah,
Bitch
so.
move.
So that happens, and then I left because I was like, all right, well, I'll just go stay at it. Like, well, I'll go do something else, basically. And then yeah, I get a video in the morning where I woke up, and it's just like my other friend, like my roommate, like out of his little window crack, just a video of like the other dude just like breaking.
Do you think
all
he
of
took
my-
your coin? Your Fernet's coin?
I don't think he even knew what it was, and
Oh,
it
okay.
probably just got lost in the mix.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
the
just
one
went
thing
to
he
the dump
didn't,
with
he
everything
did
else.
not,
Yeah.
he didn't touch my mom's ashes.
Well, that's
Because
nice.
I woke up immediately and went home, and I was like, if you touch my mom's ashes,
You're going to kill him.
I'm going
probably.
to prison because I'm gonna stab him or something.
Yeah.
Like I was so
100%.
mad. And then when I got there, he was like cleaning up my room because he was awake and
felt
sober.
bad. Yeah.
And he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm like, did you touch my mom's ashes? And he was like, I would never do that. And I was like, all right, well. And I just turned around and walked away.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to talk to you right now, but
Yeah.
But that was like 2 weeks before I moved back here. So
Oh, yeah.
We got in some big fights with. Well, I've only really had one roommate who is like my lifelong friend who I started this podcast with, you know what I mean? And we've been in a bunch of fucking fights, but we've always been able to go to our separate corners, and I would never dream of walking in his room and fucking tearing shit up. And
Yeah.
I drink a lot. Like I get
it was the
fucked
Xanax.
up. Yeah,
He
I
was
don't
a
do
Xanny
that.
head.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would make you do something you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah, he
Act
was,
like a
sure.
bitch.
yeah. He wasn't even like a friend. It was somebody that I knew through because my friends. It was her boyfriend, and he knew I needed a room, and he was like, "Yeah,
And
800
he
bucks."
broke up with your friend.
No, my friend broke up with him because she found out he was getting hookers.
Well, that's fair.
That's
I mean,
absolutely fair.
Wow, dude.
seems fair.
I just felt bad because I lived there and
But
I
you
never
said,
saw any
you
random
said
people.
when you came back, he was in your room, dude. I'm telling you, he found that coin, and now he
I don't-
gets free
he-
shots of Fernets around the country.
He's from Massachusetts and he has no idea.
They don't know about Fernets in
If
Massachusetts.
anything, it got vacuumed up.
What?
Or like he swept it up when he was cleaning up all the
Tell me
broken
he's
stuff.
taking a shot of Fernets right now as we
If
speak.
he is, I hope he's listening and I hate you.
I hope he's listening.
I still
too.
know where you live.
What's
Matt
his
moved.
full name and address.
His name is. No, I'm just kidding. No, but my buddy that I live with, he actually moved out. He lives in Lake Tahoe now, and he has like a jet ski and kicks it all the time. And yeah, because like they grew up together, and he was like after that, he was even like, dude, like I don't want to live with you anymore.
Yeah, that's
So-
unfortunate. Lake Tahoe.
Well, I mean
is
that
sick,
dude's
though.
life probably sucks now, and both of our lives are pretty fucking sweet.
Nice.
So karma's a bitch.
Well, I'm
So
glad
what-
you're happy, man.
I am. I feel pretty good. I
Yeah.
mean, working at Steamworks is pretty sick. They take care of us. They give us like beer and shit
They do
And
get us
food.
beer and,
and
shit
food.
daily.
And like it's a job where I have like multiple people to talk shit to all the time.
Always.
Always.
Doesn't matter who's
There's
on
always somebody
shift.
to
There's
roast.
always people to fuck around with.
And Tuesday nights, they used to fuck with me when I first started working night shifts as a server, and they used to like flip my paper in my thing, so I'd go like run a card and it wouldn't print,
Dude,
and I'd like try to figure out why. I'm like, oh, there's paper in there, and they would,
no, one time what happened was, yeah, I did that because like I figured out like with the old printers, if you turn the paper just around, it doesn't print at all, and it seems
the
like
other
it's
side,
broken.
yeah.
So one day I went and printed something off the computer. Jake was behind me, and then like he did something on the computer, and then he walked away, and I just like was still standing there. So I flipped the paper inside out, and I waited for him to come back, and he was like not quite in the weeds, but he was like hustling, dude, and he was trying to print shit off, and it wouldn't print. And then he walked to a printer, like, you know, on the other side of the restaurant, printed it off or whatever. And then I'm pretty sure you like told Ari or something like, "Yo, this printer's not working." And then by the time
you already flipped it back
before Ari got there, I went and flipped it back, and it worked. And it worked just fine, dude. We did shit like that to Jake a lot.
Or what was the other one? Or like if you're drinking like some water or something.
I put Coke in your iced tea machine once. Oh no, that was Carter. That was Carter.
I put like half a salt shaker in his water one time. He didn't notice. He thought it was, and he walked up and I watched him take a drink and he almost like puked at the station. And it was so funny. And he immediately came and found me and he's like, "That was you, wasn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's Tuesday, bitch."
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that shit doesn't fly at the back of house.
I
You would
bet,
get
dude.
beat
Well,
the fuck up.
And Danella was a part of this, and now that she's a manager, I remember the first time she was managing, she was like, I was like, "Hey, Danella, it's Tuesday," and she's like, "I can't do that anymore."
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
I was like, "Oh, just because you're a manager."
But she was still
now.
cool about it.
Oh yeah, she
like
didn't stop
she's
us.
the one that gave me the idea about the iced tea urn. She's like, "Dude, it'd be funny if you like
Pre-filled
emptied
it with
out his
Coke.
iced tea urn and filled it with Coke." And I was like, "Danella, I'm doing that now." But I had to do it like without him seeing me, and
Yeah,
his tables
that's the
were all
point.
around, and so.
How long
But
did that
I
take
pulled
you?
it
At
off.
least like
5
3
minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes and one other person. I had to ask for help to follow me with a tea urn full of Coke. I filled it with a couple pitchers of Coke, and then I switched it out with his, and he went to get tea and just started laughing because he knew he
That's
just got
so
got.
funny.
It was fun,
Front
dude.
of house shenanigans.
Oh,
huh?
it's fun.
Dude, it gets. And I felt like I was usually the victim, unfortunately, but I was like the newer one.
That's a good
so-
sign.
Yes,
You can
if there-
handle it.
Yeah, but yeah. So I got a couple people back, but it's all
Yeah,
good.
dude. Oh yeah, you've been holding that for like an hour.
I forgot to push it that way.
We've
Just
not
kidding.
been here
I
for
know.
that.
I know. I was exaggerating heavily.
I was like, God damn, is it that good of a conversation?
I feel like it is.
Man.
No, it's a fantastic conversation, but
I was
we've
really-
had shit where it felt like 20 minutes and it like an hour went by and you're like, God
Yeah.
damn.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was curious about like like I'm not worried about talking. I could
No, I
talk
know.
for
That's why
fucking
that's
days.
why I agreed. Like you were
But
literally
it's-
the first person to ever ask me to be on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, that was you.
Yeah, that was him.
I'm like, what,
But
dude? You guys just go sit and
but the
talk and
thing-
chill, bro.
but-
I'm down. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
but the thing is, I knew you could keep up and do it, dude. Like some people get like nervous on the mic for
Mic
some
fright,
reason.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
get it, dude.
No, me and my brother are not. Like me and my brother, that's like my mom was a backup singer for Tina Turner. My dad plays piano. Like you hang out with anybody in
Damn,
my
I didn't
fam-
know that. That's
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah, like you.
Entertainers.
Yeah, you hang out with my like. Yeah, exactly.
No
like,
wonder
you
you're
hang-
so yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you
When
hang
are you
out
going to
with-
write some jokes, dude?
See, here's the thing. I think I'm funny, but I'm like witty.
Yeah, don't be a bitch about it.
Um,
Write
so
some jokes.
You can be witty on
paper.
stage.
and I feel like I've thought about it, but like Dave was starting to do that. And I didn't want to like start doing it too, just because Dave did it. You know,
It
like,
wouldn't be like that,
Nobody
dude.
But
gives
I
a
mean,
fuck.
like,
you
I mean-
prove yourself on stage.
I feel
Yeah,
like, but
that's
see,
right.
if I was gonna do stand up, I've actually thought about this, believe it or not. So if I was gonna do stand up, it wouldn't be so much about jokes, but like stories.
That's fine. You got 7 minutes at my mic every Monday at 8 o'clock at 11th Street Station.
But yeah, it'd be more like a story. It would be like this, like like I don't know. It's like I have so many stupid ass things that have happened to me that I'm pretty sure I could.
Yeah,
just,
but the thing is, you gotta
but I would
tighten
also
it up.
I would yes tighten and then
There's
maybe
got to be jokes in the story.
or take a scenario and then make a little joke out of
Because
that.
trust me, dude,
You know what I'm saying?
You
I
should
start-
start writing jokes, man.
Okay.
I started off mainly telling stories,
Me
and
too.
I still do mainly tell stories. But what I had to learn is that like, just because like an idea seems like a funny like concept, or it actually was funny in real life, doesn't mean that if you just explain that other people are going to see
gonna
it the same
translate.
way as you
Yeah.
do. So you have to
Tweak it,
yeah, you have
change
to
it.
translate it for sure, and you have to add punchlines. I mean, straight up. I mean, you have to write jokes.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
even if you're telling stories, there's still got to be
Well,
some
no,
jokes
I mean,
in
I
there.
would. I guess I said that wrong. I guess what I meant to say was I would use things. Instead of just coming up with something from scratch, I would use something I thought was funny, but obviously, yeah, not funny to everybody.
Yeah, well,
That's
because a
what
lot.
we all do.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
mean, I've never made a
I-
joke, so I
well,
don't fucking
something
know.
funny happens in my life.
You just
I'm
make a
like,
joke
well,
out of
what
it.
if it was this?
Dude,
And
well,
then I just write
do
it
that all the
down,
time.
And then I go on stage.
Yeah.
I literally do
I
that
wish
all
I
the
had
time in
someone.
my head.
I wish I
Monday,
had.
man.
I wish I had somebody to tell me that, dude. Because guess what? I learned that the hard way, embarrassing myself on stages for the past 2 years
I've seen it.
to figure out.
I've seen it a bunch of times too, bro.
Yeah, but
I've
like
bobbed
that's
as well.
that's how I learned how to tweak my style, which is storytelling. But it's getting better. It's getting a lot better.
Well, that's
just,
cool.
You
Well,
just
yeah,
gotta add the
'cause
jokes.
I definitely don't. I'm not like scared to talk in front of people. I mean, my job literally is me being.
But what about if you were on stage with a bunch of people?
Don't give a fuck.
Really?
Huh?
That was one of my hardest parts.
I told
To
a
start.
biker that I was playing in pool. He didn't have sleeves on. It didn't look like he cut him off, but it looked like he ripped him off. And all night I kept asking him. I was like, "Yo, bro, where's your sleeves at?" And we're playing pool and he missed that shot. I'd be like, "Yo, I bet if you had your sleeves on, you make that shot." And
Just fucking with them.
oh, and this was like a big dude. I was. Yeah, but I like messing with people. But
Bold.
we're playing pool.
Yeah.
Well, we're playing pool first of all. When you're playing pool, I don't give a fuck if you're a biker, a nun.
Yeah, you
A
better handle some
midget.
shit talk.
Yeah, I'm
That's right.
fucking playing you in a game right now. Don't take some shit personally.
Yeah.
But it was funny because he was getting really worked up, and I remember like Alicia telling me like, she's like, you need to like chill out. Like he's gonna
No,
whoop
that's
that
how
ass.
people get shot for sure.
Oh
Stabbed,
yeah, and you know what?
ass raped,
Yeah, that.
100%.
depending on the motorcycle club.
Oh, I would be lying if I said I've never been beat up for my mouth. That's for sure. I've definitely been beat up a couple times. For sure.
Yeah.
I was smoking a cigarette.
Dave has it. That's why he speaks
Nope.
so fearlessly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I
that's
haven't
not
been
why.
in. I haven't been in a fight in a really long time.
Me neither.
But
Oh wait,
like,
no,
from
I
like,
have. I have been beat up for talking shit too much.
From like
one time.
Since 8th grade to like 21. There was a lots of because you're young and you're
Me too,
getting
yeah.
drunk and you're
That's the
fighting
age range. Yeah.
and and like then there's times where like damn like and like just I definitely didn't win. I'm definitely have a losing record. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Some of the ones I won were way more important than some of the ones I lost.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean that just comes.
I'm 0-1.
You're 0-1.
Yeah, I just remembered it's just one
I got
time.
a couple dubs.
One time.
got a
This
couple.
dude.
Well,
This,
you put numbers out there, eventually you're gonna win. Yeah.
oh, this dude beat
Yeah,
my ass.
exactly. Statistically speaking.
No, I was just saying this dude beat my ass, and he had been in prison for 2 years. He was jacked, and
Were you
this
fucking his
big
girl?
black dude. No, I was just he was a friend of mine, and we were all out at the club, and we were in the parking lot walking in, and I was just continuously talking shit and just roasting
I've
him,
seen this.
and then he just attacked me, ran at me, and
He just got out of prison,
started.
bro.
Not just, I mean, he had been in prison, but
Well, the instinct,
Yeah,
the lion's
yeah.
inside.
yeah.
I
But
even know that.
it wasn't smart on my move. I was probably pretty fucking drunk,
Yeah.
and then
No,
he,
I've seen drunk Dave
Oh, it's the
almost,
best.
But it's funny. It's like,
almost create violence.
yeah. Well, this is the only time I ever have with my words talking shit.
We
And
got
he
real
came
close
up,
in Phoenix.
Yeah, we did. But he came up, beat my ass real quick, and then we got up and walked into the club and gave him our IDs and got more drunk. And
Nice.
like it was like it never happened.
Yeah.
It was weird, but yeah, he stuck me a couple times, and that's the only time my mouth has ever gotten me
Look at
in
this.
trouble. Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. I thought that was a stain.
I think it's because I just cleaned it with Pledge.
Oh, so the table's getting high.
Yeah, dog.
Sick.
I think everything in the room should get high.
Shiva, come here.
Don't
Oh.
blow smoke at my dog.
I'm not going to.
So
You're the one that wants to.
I do not condone getting dogs
Me
stoned
neither.
or giving them drugs.
I will joke
And I was
about
at a
it, though.
party when
Yeah.
I was in my junior year of high school,
Well, that's that.
and we
time.
watched.
Yeah.
No, we watched a kid give a dog an ecstasy pill.
What?
The kid got severely injured by other people. Trust me,
Yeah.
but the dog did not die, and it was like a tiny little dog, and
Whoa.
it was.
Was she tripping? Was she fucked up?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
it
She
was.
fucking everything.
She was.
The dog, no, the dog just laid on the ground and didn't move, and like
Holy
it just
shit.
like kind of chilled, like, and like people were like hanging out with it, and like, but
I
Were
bet
they
the
petting
pets
it?
feel so
Were
good.
they petting
yeah.
it? Yeah.
I mean, I think the only reason everybody was so calm was because like everybody else was,
Well, and yeah, everybody's on the same level.
Yeah, so I think you know what I'm
No.
saying. So, but I swear to God, I can't believe this dog didn't die.
I may
was
have
surprised.
won-
How big was it?
It was like a little dog,
That's nothing. Not
Like
a good
like
answer.
a small, like
Okay.
a lap dog.
like a little bit bigger
Like a-
than a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Okay.
Yeah, so I
Damn.
may or
Again,
may
I do not condone any of that story. It just happened, and I told it.
No,
No, I'm glad you
but
did.
Yeah, I would never give a dog an ecstasy
And the kid got
pill.
beat up really bad
Good, but
by
I-
bigger people than me, so he really got it.
Yeah, I did one time allegedly do acid with a cat.
That I think I'm actually gonna be
I've
okay
done
with.
research on it.
Explain. They
and
can handle it. They're
That's how they
smart.
tested acid back
I
in the day.
gave
Was
a
on cats.
very, very small dose. The smallest sliver you could cut with scissors. But me, my 2 roommates and this cat were on the same level, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put it in a piece of ham, and that cat fucked it up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, see, I condone that.
We did acid with our cat.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I think that's
Allegedly.
okay.
His name was Death Kitty. Yeah.
Well, see,
Wow.
it was meant to be then. That
was
cat
fine.
was. Yeah, he sounds like a baller.
Still-
Yeah, he lost us our deposit for sure.
It's
We came out. This is before the acid. For the record, we'd come out of the house or out of our bedrooms, and he'd just be like, there was like this beam between the kitchen and the living room that was like obviously a supporting beam, but
Right.
he'd just be like at the top of it, and we walk out, and he'd just scratch all the way down. So there was nail marks like that fucking deep on both sides of this fucking beam that we technically fixed, but we still didn't get our deposit back. We spent 3 days trying to get our $600 back and didn't.
Nope.
We should have just fucking left
Cat
it.
can fuck that
so.
up.
So the cat cost you $600 basically. is what
Well,
you're
it
saying.
wasn't just the cat
Oh, okay.
by any means. No, we
Okay.
moved in there when we were 18. There
Holes
was
in walls.
Oh,
Oh.
we fixed those too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
There was cans of every color of paint in the house in a room in the house. Like in the basement, we found all this paint
Yeah.
that was obviously left over. And yeah, we fixed every hole, painted that shit, and still didn't get our deposit.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
And that just taught me, like,
That
never
sucks.
do that again.
Do you guys know that? Do you guys know
Never
that,
for $600.
No
that
way,
was going to
dude.
be split 3 ways.
Do you guys know what a demolition party is?
I don't know.
I would love you to tell me about it. This sounds like an Instagram clip all day.
So you brought up living in a house, like being 18 when you're young. Fucking people break shit. You're dumb. So when I lived in Semo Springs, my buddy was like, "Hey, we're going to a demolition party." And I was like, "I don't know what that means."
Sounds awesome.
So basically, these dudes got kicked out of their bottom floor apartment. It was like a townhome, like 2 homes. And they partied, got really drunk, and at the end of the night, they literally destroyed the entire apartment, like tore down the walls. They like
Did the other one fall?
no,
Huh. Well, that's
because
considerate.
there were little side set ones. You know what I'm
Oh.
talking about? You know, because it's like
Okay.
hilly area.
Like over a garage. Oh, so it had its own foundation.
Yes.
Okay, it wasn't reliant on the below house.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was
When I-
picturing.
when
I was
I-
like, did
Oh,
these people
right.
die?
Yeah,
Right.
no, because
Right,
it was
right,
it was like they walked out the door. They just literally they partied, and then at like 2:00, 3:00 in the morning, all of a sudden people just started like taking down like just like destroying stuff, and I was like, what is going on? And then next thing you know,
So you were an accomplice to destroying private property.
no, I watched,
Oh,
and then I
yeah.
walked away. I watched the whole thing because it was kind of cool,
No,
but
I get it. Yeah.
but I wasn't on the lease, so I don't really give a shit.
It's so rare you're gonna see a Marilyn Manson video in front of you.
Yes,
Right?
like it was
Oh, my
absurd. Like, and it was like, cause yeah, it was like a lot of people in this house, and like once you know, like that gang mentality, like once a few people start,
Yeah, especially if it's breaking shit. If you
Oh,
throw
yeah.
one
And
glass
everybody's,
on the
like, not
ground,
even old
watch
enough to
what
drink.
happens.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I zoned out. I have no idea what you said, so I'm just pretending to like
Are
agree
you
with
fucking serious?
you.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I got real stoned or something. I was thinking about how I don't want to go
It's
to the
called
mic
being
tonight,
a puñeta.
and I missed your whole story, dude.
Demolition party.
Fuck. Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, if you ever
No.
want to be a comedian, remember what
Yeah,
Dave just
fucking
said.
Dave.
You have to. It's
right.
a commitment.
The Webster's dictionary is
Yes.
demolition party. You get kicked out of your place, so you throw a party, and then you destroy the entire.
Oh,
place.
and then just leave it a mess. Okay,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
really hoping for some real destruction.
no, they
Damn.
literally this.
No, like,
there was
tore
no
the
more
walls down.
walls
I mean,
down.
like bombs, explosives, like demolition.
Like of drunk people, yeah.
Well, I've worked on construction sites, and when you tear down a house, that is also called demolition.
Yes.
When
what
they
it's
tear
called.
down houses, they don't just put a bomb inside. Fucking
That's called terrorism.
yeah, that's exactly what that is. Polish terrorism.
Dude, no, that's how they demo buildings, dude.
Yeah, skyscrapers.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because it's
talking
the
about.
only way.
Well, if I lived in a nice building in New York City,
Yeah,
You
but they're
must be
talking-
stoned because you're overthinking the
no,
whole
they're
day.
talking
I
about
know.
a house.
Yeah.
well, forgive me.
Like put like
Apology
half a
pending.
stick of C4 there.
Oh, you got the green shirt? Nice.
No, Jake.
Aren't they so soft?
Yeah, these are great.
I love those.
I have like every color of these
I do
shirts.
too. I have like multiple.
They're so comfortable.
I have 2 black shirts and a gray shirt I hate. The black shirts I enjoy.
Well, then why?
But that's all
like
I have for work.
the Steamworks ones.
Yeah. Well, I gotta
Oh no,
wear
you have to wear the
chef's coat. Yeah.
Fuck that, bro. I love Steamworks. I get to wear whatever I want as long as I have a Steamworks shirt.
Well, I can wear whatever
Yeah.
I want under the chef's coat. You know.
No,
So-
but you're
Yeah,
kind of
but what's
limited
it
because
matter?
you're super hot back there, so you're trying to like not be super hot all the time.
Yeah.
but
Don't wear.
I
a
would just
shirt.
wear a white,
Yeah.
like a t-shirt.
That's what I've been. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought packs of like Fruit of the Loom shirts.
Yeah.
I've been rocking those.
Yeah,
They're
fuck
soft.
that. I can actually like look decent
Hmm.
and like wear whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
'Cause I've worked at places where it's like you have to wear all black.
Yeah,
Same,
that's
dude.
fair.
It's like
wor-
black on black on black. on
Or
black on
like
black on
I've
black
had to
on
wear
black.
pressed white shirts with a tie every fucking day.
Yeah, I had to do that in New Orleans. I'm like, you know how hot it fucking
Yeah,
is
that
that
there?
sounds like some southern shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
dude.
it
I'm like, I can't get a short sleeve, and they're like, no. I'm like, do you know how fucking hot it is right now?
Well,
They're like,
one of those
get
places,
a different job. I'm like, okay.
One of those places was Papa Dough. You probably know Papa Dough if
Papa
you lived
Dough's?
in New Orleans. Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked there, and that
Really?
was that.
My mom
in
worked at the
Atlanta.
one in Denver.
Oh, really?
At
Yeah, there's a
Papa
Papa
Really?
Do's in Albuquerque too.
It's fucking awesome restaurant, dude. But I had to dress up nice like every day, and then I worked at this place called Brio in downtown West Palm Beach, and it's Italian, but like fine casual. So we had to dress up all nice and shit, and it is hot, dude. Like I used to have to like skateboard to the bus stop, take the bus, and then skateboard from the bus stop another mile to the actual restaurant downtown because there was not a bus that went right downtown, not a big public bus. So unless I wanted to do
So
another
you gonna buy a
transfer.
bike when you go back to Georgia?
Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but no, I have a truck actually. It has air conditioning.
That's what I was
So,
hoping
yeah.
you would say, but
Yeah, yeah.
it took you a sec.
Yeah, it's a risk.
I'm just making sure
He
you're
thought
paying
about
attention,
it,
bro.
He thought about it. Sorry.
Well,
yeah,
I
he
always
thought
think about
it.
bikes. I love bikes.
Jesus.
But no, dude. Yeah, it was brutal. Yeah, I ended up, just having to fucking like.
Where exactly are you moving in Atlanta?
Well, okay.
Yeah,
at
the
first,
address.
I'm
Can I
moving.
get your
Your
social
mom's
security
address.
number and your mother's maiden name.
First, I'm moving to my parents' house, which is on the.
You going back with mom and pop?
Yeah, well, we
Nice.
got a reason why though, because my brother lives in that neighborhood, who's one of my best friends, and then my parents live there, and my sister lives close by, and then we're gonna. I already know where in Atlanta I'm moving. I'm moving to this area called West Paces Ferry. It's North Atlanta. It's right
That way?
It's right by Buckhead, and which is pretty. It's obvious that's a nice area, but it's
Nice.
north of that. It's not in the nice part. But like, still, it's
You
not
gotta
a bad.
find a nice
It's
middles.
not a bad area, and it's only 10 minutes from the comedy club, and that's what I want to be near. And so that's why I'm moving to North Atlanta.
If you run into any of the Migos, you have to get a autograph for me. You know that, right?
I do know.
Are you a big fan?
Yeah, I have no idea what they look like, but sure. They have dreads. I know that.
I'm just saying.
I've
if
seen
it
him
happens,
on TV twice while I was sitting at a bar, and I was like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" And somebody next to me was like,
I feel like they
Make
all
us.
wear sunglasses and have long dreads. All of them.
"No, they
I
look
don't
very
know.
similar.
What are you trying to
To
say,
each other.
Brian?
They have long dreads and wear sunglasses. That's all I know about them."
Mhm.
Oh,
Me
it's
too.
like
No, but yes.
everybody in.
Of course I'll
South-
get their autograph for you, Jake. No problem. I'll sell it $20,000.
If it ever what?
Just kidding, dude. I'll
You
give
can
it
just
to you.
keep that.
I don't
autograph.
want that autograph. You can have it.
I'm just assuming that you're gonna get famous, man. My bad.
Oh, dude. Well, shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't assume that, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally, my dream is to make $30,000 a year doing comedy. That is my main
Yeah.
goal in
Well, I
life.
said, if you can make the same salary as a teacher doing comedy, that's successful to me. But then again, when I get to
set.
that point, I'll probably be like, I want the next level now.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah.
if I got there, I wouldn't feel like this was all for naught.
Right,
You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
Even if it's fucking 15, 20 years
you,
down the road.
if you get to where you're doing like podcasts and stand up and making a living off of just that,
Yeah.
that's fucking goddamn. That's
Like-
successful to me, dude.
So $2,500 a month.
Okay.
My girlfriend makes more than that. She's a teacher.
Yeah. So who said $2,500 a month?
You
That's
said
$30,000
$30,000 a year.
Oh,
and you
that-
said that's
oh.
more than a teacher. And my
Well,
girlfriend's
they're
a teacher, so I wanted to
Well,
check
your
your
girlfriend's
facts real
a
quick,
teacher
son.
in Durango.
Oh, no, I mean, okay.
Your girlfriend's a teacher in
But
Durango,
it's,
son.
It's like basically the same thing.
No, is it just a
So-
little bit more? I mean, I
It's-
was
no,
guessing.
it's like the same thing.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude. Come in with your fucking
She's gonna
facts.
listen to this,
How
so I
dare
just gotta have her
Okay.
back in this situation. You know what I'm saying?
If I could be
we
slightly
weren't-
less
Hold
successful
on.
than your girlfriend, I would be very happy with my life,
yeah.
okay?
Jake, we weren't talking shit about teachers. We were saying if we can make
I just wanted to do the math real quick.
you son of a bitch.
What?
Way to hijack the show.
Oh, sorry.
Cookies.
My bad.
That's your new. I'm just kidding, dude. I don't give a fuck.
No, I just wanted to know the math because I was like, what is 30,000 a year? Like, how much is that a month? Because that's like what.
$2,500 a month.
Because I definitely make more than that a year.
Duh.
Like fair amount.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Steve
Yeah.
Mix is sick, but
Yeah.
but yeah, the unemployment thing was funny. But yeah, I was just curious. I just want to do the math in my head because I'm not that. I didn't want to do the math in my head because I'm not good at math. So.
Fair enough.
No, but you're right. I mean, it's very much.
But if you could
very
make that
close
much
to that.
doing comedy, that's
That's
you know,
what we're saying.
my girlfriend has a master's degree and I like make as much money as she does, but
Yeah, but you got.
she's helping
But
people.
how many years did you put in
What?
to what you do? How many years have you been doing it? How many
long
years
time.
of experience?
That's a good
Exactly.
point,
It's the
yeah.
same shit, just
Yeah.
like comedy.
Yeah, that
You
makes
put 10
sense.
years in, you got your fucking. You
Yeah.
got more than a master's.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true. That's a good way to look
That's
at
a
it,
very good
bro.
way to look
That's
at it.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's time spent focusing on this thing.
Right. Right.
And I
when
tried other things, but I like this.
Yeah, and you got to fucking learn it in front of people, comedy at least, and it's fucking awful.
I bet.
A lot of times.
I've
yeah.
eaten so much shit just trying to tell fun jokes, and then you learn how to read a room. And then one time I said cocaine at the ranch, and everybody looked at me, and I was like, "Oh, I got you, motherfucker! I got
That
you
was true.
forever."
I saw it happen. I
So-
remember that.
There's the new Big Sean album, Detroit 2, obviously, but it's called A Story by Dave Chappelle, and it literally is just Dave Chappelle telling a story, and it's basically about how he bombs in Detroit because this dude offers him some weed before he goes out to smoke, and it like got him so stoned that like he just like the whole time he's like, I just knew I was bombing, like there's nothing I could do, like.
Yeah.
And then it finds out it's Big Sean's dad was the security guard that gave him the blunt that he smoked or whatever.
Oh, shit.
But you should listen to it. It's like super funny, and it's like
That's
this whole like
that's
3
awesome.
minute, 4 minute story, and it's called A Story by Dave Chappelle, and it's on his like hip hop album, but it's literally just Dave Chappelle telling
Oh,
a story
yeah.
and then it ends.
Okay, cool.
Because I thought it was a song, and I was like, yeah, check this out. And then I'm like in the shower, and I'm like, just now all of a sudden I'm like
No.
dying laughing in the shower, and I was like,
cool.
fuck yeah.
So it was a funny story.
was super
All right,
funny.
Cool. I'll check it out.
And
yeah.
it's just about how he just bombed so hard in Detroit, and like how it's like so hard to perform in Detroit
God,
because
it's
they
so
don't.
hard to imagine him bombing, dude.
Oh,
Isn't it?
he's like I fucked up. Like, bro, it's like so funny. He's like, I did a horrible job. He's like, and then you go to the back, and everybody's just looking at you, like you like, yeah, I suck. Blah blah blah. blah. But
Yeah.
obviously, he tells his story way better. But yeah,
Cool, man. Yeah,
that's
thanks
hilarious.
for telling me.
I
dude.
totally
That's
forgot
good.
about that. I meant
Yeah.
to tell you about it when I heard it. I was like, I should tell Dave to listen to
I
this
don't know
because
how I haven't heard.
I know
that
how
yet.
much he loves Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, I love him.
That was great. Sorry.
Back to you in the
This is
studio,
great
Brian.
Interaction. I'm kind of high, but I actually listened to everything you said.
Thank you, my friend.
I'm gonna listen to that. Yeah, that sounds fantastic. And again, yeah, it's hard to imagine him bombing, and it shows because even him telling the story, you were laughing in the shower. You know,
Mhm.
like
He was
if I
laughing
tell
out
a
himself.
story about myself bombing, everybody's like, "Don't kill yourself, bro." You know, nobody's laughing
Well,
No, it's super
because
funny.
I'm
It's
super
good.
sad when I bomb.
Yeah, you can't win them all.
yeah, dude. Exactly.
Well, it depends on how I bomb, and I've grown, you know, but not that much. I've only been doing this 18 months total, and
Oh,
that
really?
includes quarantine shit. And so, you know, a year ago, I was having really good sets, and then just soul crushing. Like
Yeah.
3 days in a row, soul crushing mics, just rough, dude.
Yeah.
Well, people are mean.
We do the Starlight, then the Roost, and then
The ranch.
the ranch sometimes was okay, and then when we had the rabbit hole too, there was this golden era where we had
4 nights.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And when we had live therapy, we had 5.
Yep.
We had 5
In
mics
4 days.
a week. In
5 and 4 days, once a month.
that was the golden era of Durango comedy,
Yep.
and it was so short.
Yeah.
And we just slowly got kicked out of places.
But like people like Brian and myself and Drew and Jadrian and Trevin and Emma, like and Jason Baumfort, of course, like took advantage of that shit and used they were there every night that they could be. And I mean, we were getting 3 to sometimes 4 to 5 sets a week in this town of 20,000 people. So
a lot of the same people.
Yeah, no, it was like the exact same people.
But it forced you to work on
you gotta
new
flex
shit.
That writing.
It forced you to because obviously you gotta rework shit in front of the same people sometimes to make it better. You're just gonna have to do that. But when you were doing that many sets, it forced you to come up with some new shit.
You'll shoot yourself in the face if you say the same thing.
So
4 or 5 times.
I developed whole new bits just by coming up with just one extra joke to add to something that I knew this crowd had probably heard before. I developed a whole new 5 or 10 minutes off of one joke that I just threw in there for variety.
That makes sense.
Dude, Drew wrote a new tag that he did last night.
Oh yeah?
Holy shit.
Man, I heard the show last night was fire, dude.
Everybody killed.
I know, that's what Kat said.
It was so easy.
Where was the show last night?
11th Street. Mondays, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
At least for
you
the
guys
next
got too
2
many
weeks.
shows all the time, bro. I work a lot.
We have 2 a week now.
Oh, so there was a time where it was 4.
Well, that's what we were just talking.
I know.
Everybody's
great
too
together.
I think Jake's too hot too.
No, I heard that because I remember going to all of them and thinking all right,
yeah,
we
were just
it's
talking
the same
about
thing. Yeah,
but now it's only this one's new. Yesterday was our second one at 11th Street ever, and then the Tuesday night at the Starlight is been for a while,
forever,
probably
all the way through quarantine.
Really?
Well,
it was off for a month.
The first month. Yeah, but after the first month, we've had a mic at the Starlight.
Yeah,
so I'm forever grateful to the Starlight.
Same.
Yeah, Matt
McDermott.
And we're trying to move it to Wednesdays at 8. No, Wednesdays at 7 on the patio. No, 8.
8 would be
Let's
better.
do 8.
If
Wednesdays
you do,
at 8
then
on
you
the
can come
patio.
play disc golf on Tuesdays with the boys.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just trying to put that out into the universe.
Wednesdays at 8.
Matt McDermott. Yeah, whoever. I just heard it might be an option.
I just know if it's pouring down rain when the time comes, I'm not walking.
There's a
down there.
roof.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna walk there.
Oh, yeah. Don't walk there.
You probably should walk there, actually.
Or you could
Or
drive.
take a cab.
No, I could drive. I just I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
don't get
The
fucked
thing
up.
is, no, it's not about that at all. It's that it's weird. I feel drained. I just did the big show that I've been working up towards for the past 6-7 weeks. I just did it and it really went well, and I'm stoked about it. But now it's I really have nothing. I have
I feel like we were just preaching work ethic.
I know, but I'm just saying. I just would like to come up with a little bit more of new stuff before I go up, and it's a shitty day out there, dude. I don't.
Well, then brighten their day.
It might be the best time to have a mic inside if it's raining outside.
No, it has nothing to do with it. It means I would like to.
It might be the best night the Starlight's ever had.
It might
inside.
And then you wouldn't be there.
Yeah, that's true. Last night was the best night at 11th Street, and it was my show. I wasn't even there. I was at Steamworks working.
Yeah, I said it was my show earlier. It's definitely Dave's show.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna correct you.
I host the show.
I was hoping you'd figure that out.
No,
I was there last night. Yeah,
I totally got it. It was definitely Dave and Jill's show. I just hosted
100%.
said show.
But we love you hosting. You're great at it. But yeah, I missed
of the show.
a great show last night. And I don't know. There's nothing about work ethic, dude. I don't want to. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you right now that it's not.
I don't
raining
have
outside.
any material. I know. I'm looking out there.
You don't have any material at all.
I mean, I got some one-liners that I've been writing down, but I'm not. No, I'm gonna tell them tonight.
I thought you weren't going.
Yeah. All right, so I'll tell them here then.
No.
Okay.
Well, this isn't coming out till Wednesday.
Oh yeah, so this is totally fine.
Yeah, I'll tell them no. I'll tell them here.
You'll
Because he told me on the way over here, and I was like, I want to hear these one-liners.
just burn your jokes and
Yeah, I know.
we'll record it and put it on the internet.
I was thinking about doing it. It'd be easier than going tonight.
Huh?
I'm probably gonna go because I have a fucking addiction I can't help.
Yeah, tell us one.
Yeah, one.
All right, one.
Just one.
This is the one I'm working on.
Un. Por favor.
All right. The main difference between dogs and millennials is that dogs' mouths smell like their own asshole. 'Cause millennials eat a lot of ass.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe save him for the show.
you know it's good if you got to explain it.
Yeah. Which that would probably get a good giggle in a live situation.
Do you eat booty?
I mean, if I'm drunk enough and it makes you happy,
You know what? I've definitely done it on accident while I'm eating the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you go from bottom to top. You know what? It slips, but I would never go that way first for sure. That's a thing.
I think it's gross, dude.
I'm not about it.
No,
I mean,
it's
I've done
been
it,
very,
dude.
very drunk requested action.
And cocaine has to be
Sure.
involved. I mean,
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, I've definitely done it on accident, but never on purpose.
I don't know if I believe that,
doesn't
dude.
No,
make
I
you-
would. I've done it, but not on purpose. I've never gone like no.
That's not like a redeeming thing.
No, like I've never been like
That makes
no,
you
turn
worse.
over.
That makes you seem like you're against people that like it.
No, I don't give a fuck what you like to do, and I wouldn't want it done to me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan at all.
At all.
No way,
To be
Jose.
fair, my girlfriend this morning was like, "I love you. I would eat your ass if you asked me to."
Like, well,
I was just like,
no,
Good to know. I don't think it's gonna come up, but
no.
you know, give it 20 years.
I
Who
wouldn't-
knows?
Yeah.
I would, as of right now in this moment, I would never, ever, ever.
Mm-mm.
That sucks.
I'd shut it down.
yeah.
I'd shut it down
If
if
she
it
tried,
started
I'd shut.
happening.
Honestly, if she tried, I'd shut it down. Dude, I'd be
Yeah.
like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
You're not
dude.
my girlfriend.
Well, I'd be
It's-
worried about the cleanliness of my ass.
yeah, like did
for
I just
one.
get off of work? 'Cause
Yeah,
you don't
I-
want to be up in that.
I don't wax
Up in that
my
end,
ass
dude.
or anything. There's hair in there
Yeah.
for sure. It's not great.
No, but I mean,
No.
It's gross, dude. I mean, dude, why? Like,
that.
whatever.
all I know is that I have
Whatever,
a
they
certain.
love
All
that
I know
shit.
is that I have a certain friend that has told me that he likes you, and he'll like see his girlfriend come out of the shower, and he's like, "You ever come out the shower? It looks like a snack." I'm like, "No, bro."
I know who that is now.
I know who you know it is. I'm like, "No, I've never, ever, ever thought that about my girlfriend." But he also is a big fan of him as well, and I hope he hears this because he knows I'm talking about him. So
Dude, that's hilarious.
I don't give a fuck.
Clearly.
The second he
I
told me, I
love
was
it.
like, like that's not like a secret. I'm gonna tell everybody now. So
You just drop your beer, dude?
Just spilled a
Dude.
little though.
it's okay.
It was only like there's only like this much beer. in it.
Okay.
All right,
Oh
all
no, I don't care.
Hold on.
It's
So
fun.
I did make some notes. Let me-
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
never
yeah.
even looked at these. So let me just.
I need to go
see.
get a beer.
Okay.
I want to know the name of the person that.
I'll tell you after this for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might have
I got you.
already heard
I
that
t-
name
we-
today.
yeah, you already heard that name today.
Well, now we know that.
Yeah.
Everybody, if
Yeah.
you're looking for an Easter egg, the Green Light Weekend drinking game.
Okay, so all right, so this is kind of like a stupid story, but
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to get a beer. I
All
want to
right,
hear
I'll go somewhere else.
All right, we're
It's-
gonna
It's how I
Okay.
got my felony for criminal mischief.
felony for criminal mischief.
That's not even a thing.
Hmm.
I
I'm interested though.
yes, it's so.
So
dumb.
you have a felony
It's
for
been
criminal mischief.
this was when I was 19.
That sounds like younger with the word mischief in it.
Yeah, exactly.
That
so,
sounds like a juvie.
yeah. So
term.
so basically, I'll start talking. So he's probably kind of maybe heard a little bit something about this, but so are you here? Okay, bud. So when I was 19, I lived in Steamboat Springs, and I went to a friend's house, and I thought he was giving me something, and it was not at all what it was. And
What
There-
was he giving you allegedly?
I was going for like a painkiller of some sort, and he gave me.
So he
Like-
gave you something for sure.
Oh no, he gave me a bunch of them,
Oh, okay.
and I thought it was one thing, and then it was not.
So
because-
be more specific. What did you think it was? What was
All
it?
right, I thought it was going to be.
you were 19. You're
I was 19.
31. Statute of limitations
yeah,
for
dude.
drugs
Oh
is
yeah,
like
it's totally
7
gone now.
years.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah. Okay, cool. I can go full detail. All right,
Yeah.
cool. I already
You-
paid everything off. I'm off probation. This was like a long time.
Hey,
ago.
I've told all
So
the
I thought
details.
I thought I was getting some like Norcos, and then I ate them, and then he like sold me some Xannies or like some benzos, a benzo of some sort.
A benzo, not a painkiller. Ooh.
Then I got, but I was gonna eat it. I was gonna eat it later. It wasn't for that time. I was gonna, and then but he gave me some Seroquel, and I didn't know what Seroquel was,
no.
and it was like these bigger pills.
I
and
used to take Seroquel.
It's like an antipsychotic.
Not
basically.
prescribed. Not prescribed.
Yeah, not prescribed, my friend.
Just to sleep. Just to
so
sleep.
I
Then knock your ass out.
end up going. This is like a Friday. I end up going and like partying with a bunch of people. I wake up on Sunday morning and I'm in a holding cell and I'm like, holy shit. And so like I'm like thinking like, oh man, like I had all those pills on me, like this and that, blah blah blah. So when I finally wake up and they ask me like, hey, like I go out there, I'm like, what are my charges? And they're like, you're just wanted for like a breaking and entering or something like that. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, is that the only charge? I'm like, is that the only one you charged me for? Because like I thought I had like stuff on me. And so they're like, yeah, no, it's just like this like criminal trespassing type situation.
Possession's an easy fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was waiting, like I'm like, no, I was like, that's it. And he kind of looked at me like, what else should it be? And I was like, I asked you, man. I just woke up.
I don't remember.
That's it. Is not a good response, though, Jake.
I was like, I don't get. That can't prove it. So,
that's it.
So they talk to me, and he talks to me, and he's basically like, okay. So what happened was, I went to his house. I left. I partied. I ended up eating all of those with like a bunch of other people, and I didn't even know what it was when he gave it to me. I ended up
Seroquel.
Like I basically I blacked out for a weekend in Steamboat Springs and just ran around town like doing petty crimes. Is what happened.
Criminal mischief.
Oh my
Criminal
god.
mischief. So a friend that I knew, they got locked out of their apartment. They were trapped on the 3rd floor on their balcony, and they were like, Jake! And I'm like stumbling down the road, apparently. This is all stuff, everything I'm telling you is stuff people told me.
Yeah.
And so I guess they let me in. They were like, wow, you're fucked up. And I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And I went to the bathroom, and I guess there was like a ring on the counter, so I just like put it in my pocket. And they took me home. And so, and then I get home, and I'm hungry, and apparently I stole my roommate's car, and I drove it across the street, like a couple blocks, and then I parked it, and then I walked like a few blocks to like a gas station, and then I forgot that I took the car, so I stole a bike to get home, and I biked home, and I threw it in the dumpster when I got home. And I went to sleep. And then later that night, me and my buddy are...
You call the cops because your car got stolen?
No. My roommate called the cops to say that her car was stolen. And she was like, Jake, did you take my car? And I was like, I would never take your car. I would never do that. I'm fucked up. Why would I ever do that?
Oh my God.
And so that happened.
I stole a bike, but I would never take your car.
That's exactly what I told
but
her.
He did
I was like, I stole somebody's bike to get home.
Car.
Yeah, I was like, I had to steal somebody's bike to get home. If I had a car, I wouldn't have done that. And so,
and you really believed it at the time.
Oh
too.
yeah, I was 100% sure of everything I said. And so we went downtown and we tried to go to a bar, and we were like 20. And so obviously they were like, no. And so we're like, all right, we'll just walk home. And we broke into like a. So on the paperwork, it says I broke into 13 cars, unlocked. I opened 13 unlocked cars and stole weed and change. Not like credit cards or anything else, just weed.
This was drug induced?
Oh,
is this the same?
Same story, same
okay.
weekend. This is like the story.
So
well, you said
and
19.
Xanax.
You said you were 19,
19,
and then you
20,
just said
20.
we were 20.
1920, whatever.
Okay.
I was not 21.
That's why I thought it was a different time.
No, because we were trying to go to the bar, and they were like,
so you're opening cars, just looking for petty shit.
yeah, if it was open,
just mischievous shit.
Blackout walking down the road, and we just took a bunch of change and like weed and stuff, and then. So I wake up in the morning, and my roommate had recalled the cops to be like, yo, like, my car's definitely stolen. Like, have you done anything about it? So, I wake up, and our whole coffee table, about this size, but it's just covered in change. Like, $200 in change, bro. Like, so much change. There was a couple cars that, like, had, like, a bunch of change in them. Like those poor people were, like, saving up. I feel so bad now. But there was just, like,
pickle jars of change.
So much change. So much change. And the cop that comes to talk to the chick for the car, and he's like, somebody broke into the Shell last night. And I'm
The
like,
Shell?
the Shell station, the gas
Oh,
station, like
God.
right next to our apartment complex. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. I'm like smoking a cigarette because he like asked me. He's like, oh, what happened to your hand? And I was like, oh, like I fell on my bike the other day because it was just like a little cut. And he was like, okay. I broke into the Shell station, so I threw a rock through both windows and stole a bag of Tostitos. And I put my shoes and my bike at the back, and I walked through in my socks, but I cut my hand a little bit, so they had my blood. And so they
had your blood?
Well, because I cut my hand on.
Did they identify this? Did it go to the lab?
Yes. So the cop talks to me, but he sees my little cut on my hand, and he knows that the Shell station right next to my apartment just got robbed, and there's like a little bit of blood.
I bet
So he wrote down my name, and I was leaving for California to go move out with some friends, like that had already moved out there, and I was leaving on Monday. And Sunday afternoon, after my whole weekend of like all this debauchery. I fell asleep on the bus, and I pissed myself. And they pulled over, and like they thought I was really drunk, but I was just on like pills and stuff and like smoking weed.
Can we go into that a little bit more?
Yes, we can. But no, so the cops get me off, and they're like, "Sir, they're like, how drunk are you?" I'm like, "I haven't been drinking at all." And they're like, "You're covered in pee." I'm like, "Well, I just pee myself sometimes. That happens." And they're like, "Okay, we need you to blow into the breathalyzer." I was like, "Absolutely." I blow zeros, and he's like, "Yeah, you're definitely going to jail right now because I like couldn't even stand. Obviously, I'm like on something else."
Yeah.
And so they talked to me and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And the Shell station was like, we don't even want to press charges. Like, he just took a bag of chips. Like, he was fucked up and hungry. We just wanted to pay for the doors. And
that's cool as fuck. Really?
Yeah, no, it worked out in my favor. And
they were local owners of the Shell then. There wasn't the company.
Yeah, so they were like, they're like, he did not try to rob us. Because, like, they saw the video and, like, I walked in.
Just got chips.
I thought I had queso at home.
You were, like, browsing a little bit?
No. You had queso at home?
And I did not, by the way. So I stole a bag of chips for nothing.
For no reason.
No reason at all.
This is
I haven't told
seriously-
this. This is 100% true. You can look this up.
Jake, there's one thing I've always said about you and I've known about you is that you're honest, dude.
This is 100% true.
I haven't doubted
I have a
once.
felony for criminal mischief.
This is one of the funniest stories
That's why I don't
ever
tell it that
heard.
often because it's super funny, but it's kind of embarrassing. But
It should be.
I felt
but
like this was an appropriate setting.
Yeah,
to
it's
tell
going
the
on
story.
YouTube. It's
Oh yeah,
perfect.
might as
Dude,
well. In
it
my own
is
words, at least this time, you
fucking
know.
For sure.
hilarious.
Yeah.
dude.
So. But and my dad found the ring that I stole and gave it back to the girls, and they didn't press charges. So that's why I have a criminal mischief felony charges because nobody wanted to press charges
Because they like you.
because they were like, dude, he was fucked up.
He's a
Like,
likable
and
kid.
we got all our shit back.
Yeah.
And I paid the money. I did probation for like 2 years, and then that was it. So
How much
Do you
were
have
the
a felony
doors?
on your record?
it was like $1,200.
Okay.
I do, but it's been I was
2019, you said?
No, I was 19 or 20, and after 7 years, I haven't had to report it for a long time. And even before, when I had to, I would tell them kind of a loose leaf story, and they kind of just laughed, and they're like, that's stupid. And I'm like, yeah, I lived in a small
It's
town.
extremely stupid. I mean,
Because people
really-
go, why do you have a felony for criminal mischief? And I go, I lived in a small town in Colorado.
The
and
only
I got
real
fucked up on weekends.
the
so.
only real person to blame for that is the drug dealer that didn't sell you what he told you he was selling you.
that was
If you had bought
I
opiates,
agree.
you would have never done that shit.
Yeah.
You would have smoked 8 packs of cigarettes and nodded off
if
a
you're
lot.
gonna eat drugs, look them up online, kids.
Dude, yeah,
Always.
Seroquel and Xanax is crazy. I've like I said, I used to.
And for the record, I haven't done a pill in like years,
Yeah,
on years,
same.
on years, on years, on years. So.
yeah,
Yeah, we're actually a rehabilitation-friendly podcast. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Man, that's crazy as
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
But that's
That was
that's the
funny.
only thing I ever. Yeah, that's basically like the only thing on my record.
That was a really funny fucking story, dude.
It was a long weekend.
I just
My
like
dad was really
I could
pissed.
see you doing it. Yeah, but
My dad was super pissed. He was like, I literally got picked up like 2 hours before I was gonna leave to go catch that airport. So
wait, to go where?
California, and so they had no proof. I could have
Dave
just
wasn't
left and
listening
everything
again.
Why didn't you just leave?
because they caught me on the bus.
Because he pissed
Oh,
himself
I pissed
on the
myself.
Oh,
bus.
that's right.
I was
Oh,
going home.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's still a thing for old Jakey Poo.
Oh.
Drinks a bit
yeah.
too much.
If I get like super fucked
That's
up,
why I asked him if it was okay if I could bring it up. He
my
said,
girlfriend has this really nice couch, and I've peed it like 10 times.
Bro.
But I have a really good method of cleaning it up.
Yeah. 30
And it only really happens, and there's literally been times where she's come to me and she's like, "You're super fucking drunk. Do a bump of cocaine." Because if I do even like one, for some reason it doesn't happen. But like because I'm like a deep sleeper. Like the storm this morning, the power went out and my girlfriend freaked out. And when she told me, I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like if there was a fire, that wouldn't work. Like I've had friends beat me up in my sleep as a joke to impress girls.
See, that's what it is. You just sleep so deep that you don't
No,
get the
I start-
sense.
No,
you don't
she's
get-
almost dead.
I start
Yeah.
moaning.
but I mean, like, yeah,
like
you
a
don't.
fucking
Yeah.
Your friends
animal.
are like, ha ha.
yeah.
Yeah. Like my
Ex-friends.
my bladder can wake me up because I'm a light sleeper.
No.
I didn't. Yeah.
if I
so,
cough in bed, my girlfriend's like, shut up. Okay. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just go to the fucking couch then.
Yeah.
But that's dangerous because
man,
piss
that's
on it.
but that's just.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I've heard of that
my uncle
happening
still does it.
a lot. Yeah,
So I don't feel that
I'm,
bad
I'm
about
saying,
it.
like, yeah,
So
no,
And he's
think it rubs
left-handed
with
too,
the
but he's
family?
left-handed too, and we both have the pointy ears, so it's a genetic
it's
thing.
really your dad. Your dad, the person you think is your dad is really just Dylan's.
You
dad.
know what? No.
I'm just
I
fucking
actually
with
thought,
you, dude.
when I was younger, when I figured it all out, I was like, well, maybe Uncle Daniel's my dad. But no,
Nah.
I don't look anything like my uncle. My dad's my fucking dad. But
Dude,
no, we just
I know,
we
I'm
just
just
both
kidding.
we're the only two that are left-handed, and I just know for a fact because my dad told me to make me feel better. Was like your Uncle Daniel still pisses the bed sometimes. I was like, okay, I do
You
feel better
probably
now.
just made that up. Did
No,
you
I
think
believe
about-
it because
okay.
I know it's a thing now.
Okay.
That's why he's not married.
Bummer.
I'm just kidding.
So, how do you think your relationship is gonna go in the future?
With
Do you
my
think you guys are
girlfriend?
gonna get a
Dude,
separate
his
rooms,
girlfriend's obviously cool as fuck because it's
No,
not.
so
they've
I
been
told
together
her-
a long time.
Yeah,
dude.
we've been together like a couple years now, and like I basically it's
Well,
like
he keeps pissing the couch. I mean,
It's-
I was in a
and the
5-year
bed?
relationship.
no, I've never pissed the bed.
What? I thought you said you have with her
No.
in
Well-
it.
Oh no, the first time we ever hooked up on her birthday, I pissed her bed.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Bummer.
about. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
How
no,
did
The
that
first.
go?
That's the bad time to do it, dude.
I mean we're obviously still together, so it
I
worked
know,
out for
dude.
me.
So she's a
Right,
freak.
but was it
But
super
she
awkward?
no, she was so mad.
I
She
know.
was so mad. No, but no, it happened a bunch back in the day. Like I'm not allowed to have whiskey at the house. I can't have any liquor at the house. I can only drink beer at home. And
That's a
it's
rule.
totally understandable because
I keep a similar rule for myself. It's not because I piss things. It's just I piss off my girlfriend, I guess. Yeah.
that's the exact reason. Because that's a double
He
entendre.
literally
I piss
pisses
off
up.
and piss on my girlfriend.
It's less cleanup for me, actually.
Yeah, so it
be
makes my
honest.
life easier.
Yeah.
Instead of taking a shot, I eat an Otter Pop. You know what I'm
Fair
saying?
Hey, at least you don't have a problem shitting in your sleep.
I've never shit myself.
I mean, no.
I don't think I've ever shit myself sleeping. I've shit myself
I've
awake.
shit. Yeah, I'm about to say awake, definitely.
oh, that was one.
I've never
that was one
woken
of
up
the things I
and
wrote
shit.
down. Was what? Have you ever sharded yourself?
Oh,
yes,
bro.
definitely.
That's half my
a million
act.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, but
He's got a
but-
joke about it right now. You want to tell him your joke?
Oh, no.
All right.
No, I don't.
No, I was on one of those like spinny carnival rides.
Mm-hmm.
I was like a little kid,
Oh yeah, those things suck.
so definitely somebody got some feces on them. The trolley sucks. I told you guys about that.
Yeah, you did.
The Shell station.
Yep.
Anybody that's listening, go to assholesliveforever.com and buy stuff
Why do you support that place so much?
because I love it.
'Cause you love assholes.
Yeah, I think assholes and dicks are completely different things. Assholes are just people that are honest. Dicks go out of their way to be mean to people.
I can agree with that.
That's my philosophy.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're damn right.
I think you could be a dick unintentionally.
I think a dick is worse than an asshole. You're absolutely right, dude.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
Well, no, like I've been a dick, but I wasn't doing it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I've like said or made a joke where it did not go over good, and I'm like, yo, I'm really sorry.
No, I call myself a dick all the time, but because I do comedy all the time and I talk to so many comedians and shit and talk to fucking Dave all the time, we're constantly trying to make ourselves feel bad. And every once in a while, somebody that's not just a civilian, you know what I mean? Not in the service industry, not just,
yeah. I did
just
it to
a straight up civilian.
Yeah.
They are not used to this. And they say something and I fucking just
dude.
spew venom at them.
Oh, dude, I did that just the other day, bro. I was at the back bar at Steamworks, and my buddy's last name is Sortland, like Sortland.
Look him up.
Sortland. And this girl that he's talking to that just moved to town was like, so how do you spell your last name? I was like, yeah, Eric, how do you spell that really hard last name? And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I said that to her because I was just like, that was an asshole move, dude. But I was just like making a joke. And Eric laughed and everybody else, whoops, that's his first name. But everybody else laughed, but like she didn't know me, so it was the wrong timing, dude.
The chick that showed up here with JJ fucking hated me.
JJ? Oh,
Because
yeah.
right when I saw him, I was just like, you sexy piece of shit, come here. You know?
Yeah.
And
they broke up the next morning.
what? Dave said it, not me. Fuck that bitch.
Wow.
Cause she,
Yeah,
dude, right
it's true.
after our first conversation, she like just had evil eyes at me all night. Every time we made eye
You
contact,
guys were
she was
just
like,
joking with
"Fuck
each
you."
other, and she took it like serious.
Ooh,
That's
I
her
hate
fault.
that.
That's her fault.
Especially
Yeah.
when they start joking with
And
you.
me
It's
and
like,
Jacob have a very insulting relationship.
Yeah, you do. I
Well,
can
maybe
attest.
me more than him. I don't know.
Yeah, you're pretty much more mean than he is.
Recently, now that I'm a little wittier, but when I first started, Jacob was very rude.
What?
He's talking mad shit on the podcast.
I'd like to hear
It's
it.
recorded.
I know I've heard it. Actually.
well, if it's recorded, then yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the record.
That's the only reason
You
I
got that
worked
right.
so hard to talk shit to him.
You gotta work hard to talk shit.
I didn't write, but I made an effort to talk shit to him every time I saw him. I do the same thing with Drew. That's how I treat my friends.
Yeah.
If I have something shitty to say to Dave, I'm gonna open with it. You know?
Is it just me or is this trailing off real hard?
Yeah.
You've had some good stories, and then me and Brian talk for like 4 seconds, and it's like, boo.
Well, if you want to bring it up, yeah,
I mean, I could. I mean, yeah, I roast Dave all the time.
yeah.
I
It's
roast.
good for
I
your
mean,
soul.
Yeah.
so there's a kid at our work, and his nickname is Cheddar. So I made it a point to every time I see him, I call him a different type of cheese.
I've done that. I actually
No,
know
for
each
real.
other.
Like I googled like cheese and shit, like expensive cheeses and like how to like say it and stuff. And like for like 3 weeks, I called
you
him.
listen to it. Like,
Yeah, I called him a different cheese. I wrote them down. I had 30 of them, and for 30 days I did it, and then I gave up because I was like, this is fucking kind of annoying.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you stopped. I'm like, bro, there's only so many cheeses in the world.
dude,
but
there's
it-
a bunch of cheeses.
I bet he
dude.
felt so special though.
I know, and then I stopped. I feel
He's like, that guy loves me. He's been looking up cheese and shit. Like,
yeah. Well, it
after
was
like 10 days.
well, yeah, because
You're like, I've never even heard of that
he's like
cheese.
he's like all Paul Pierced out from like the same scenario.
What?
Paul Pierce.
Hmm.
Paul Pierce is
He's
a
a
football
basketball-
player that lost the half of his finger from a firework.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce is a basketball player.
No, Pierre Paul, Giants.
Oh,
Here, Paul.
Jean Pierre Paul. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Touche. Well
Yeah.
done. Good job. My bad.
yeah.
I didn't
So
want
everybody's confused. Right.
I
No,
was for a
I
second.
was not.
But yeah, John Pierre Paul from the Giants. You know.
Oh,
yeah,
'cause
half
you
a
know
finger.
this person.
Yeah, and then I heard the other day Sammy just came outside laughing in the courtyard, and I was like, "What's up?" She's like, "Jake," and I was like, "What?" He goes, "She's like, you know how Cheddar has like half a finger? Well, Jake's just like, hey, Cheddar, is it hard to roll silverware with half a finger?"
I was curious. I was just curious.
Oh yeah, and then
It was
man.
a legit question. I was rolling silverware with him, and I was
then-
like, "Hey, is that like in a bitch, or like you're just so used to it by now you don't even notice?" You know,
And then-
like
hold on, I'm not
That's a
even done.
legitimate question.
I'm not even done yet.
Yeah.
I know, I get it, but it's just great because like everybody is something. It's one of those things everybody's thinking, and you just straight up just, but without any filter. Hold on, but then like the other thing Sammy said was, and then she goes, "Oh, I'm gonna make up a fake name for this because I don't want to call specific people out." And somebody was like, "Yo, like something, did Rachel do this?" And somebody was like, "Which Rachel?" And Jake's like, "I don't know. They both suck." That was like,
I know what you're talking about.
that same day, like within like 2 seconds, those two stories happened, and it's hilarious.
I'm honest to you guys at work. I don't tell these people these things.
Oh
but
my god! We
I
just
mean,
told him.
I'm
all the specifics was the best part for me. I was
Yeah.
just gonna let it roll until you actually
so
caught
funny.
yourself.
Yeah.
Well, no, for real. Like the other night. So yesterday, I told him about it. A table wanted to move outside, and they were part of a bigger party. 2 separate tables. We can only have 8 at each. Sorry, I had a burp. Excuse me. And so they came outside, and they were like, "Oh, can we have our same server?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Well, why not?" I was like, "Well, because you moved to my section, and now you're at my table, and you only ordered drinks. You just transfer me those drinks." You know, I was like a little bit nicer than how I'm saying it right now. And she was like, "Okay," and just stared at me. And I was like, "Okay." Walked away. And I was
Well,
like,
that's how restaurants work, bitch.
yes. You know, and so I tried to be like a little passive aggressive. And so I came back and I was like, "You guys want some food?" And the dude and like the kids were like, "Oh, we don't know." And the chick just stared at me. So I just stared back at her, like dead in her eyes. And like other people were answering stuff. I was like, "Yeah, totally." I just stared at her in her eyes.
I believe it. Because
Yeah.
we haven't broken eye
Yeah,
contact.
I don't care. Like, my mom brought me up to look people in the eyes when you talk
I
to
agree.
them.
And
So like,
sometimes I catch
so if you want
myself
to be
in an awkward
rude and
long
just
gauge.
ignore me and just stare at me, I will have a conversation with everybody and just stare at you the entire fucking
See, I
time.
don't like this.
See, yeah, you gave up. See, I win.
Well, I wasn't
So
in
I
a
walked away.
competition.
So after
I
that
just
scenario,
fell into a competition because I'm polite.
yeah. So after that happened, I came back and she was like, "Did we order yet?" And I was like, "No."
You know
And-
that, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. And so she was like, "Okay." She's like, "Thank you, sir. Can we order now?" And she started being like really nice all of a sudden. But basically, she ended up spending like $200
Because you won the
Yeah.
eyes tearing
And so
contest.
she won her little. She like bought the people next to me their meal, and like the table before, she tried to buy their beer. She's like trying to buy all these people stuff. Their bill was $197, and the dude paid, and they were talking about how, they like literally were telling me how they were gonna hook me up for like being so nice. And then I see the thing, and I can see that there's no tip on there. And I literally picked it up, and I was like, "I don't know what you did when you did your email thing, but just so you guys know, again, eye contact. There is no tip on here." And they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll take care of you." And I was like, "Okay." No, you're not. But I just want to let you know that I
That's
know
unfortunate,
that you're.
man.
Well, you know
You should have
that's
just
fine.
thrown that shit away.
That's fine. It's okay. You win some, you lose some. I've gotten $100 on 200.
Yeah,
You know,
it's a damn good.
you
tip.
can't take it personally. They just suck as people.
Yeah, that's all.
And if you happen to hear this and you got those boils with all those fucking crabs, you're a piece of shit, and the Orioles fucking suck because they had an Orioles hat on.
What a lot of people don't know is that we literally pay out of pocket.
No, that cost me money. So the table that she paid for, they gave me $7, and their bill was like $35.
Yeah.
So I paid I did the math. I paid like $16 or $17 to have 2 tables for an hour at work,
Yeah,
and I get paid like $7 an hour, $8 an hour.
because you get
I don't
paid on
even
how
know.
much you sell, right?
Well, I have to tip out the support staff, the
Yeah.
people that help
So
me out.
Well,
Basic-
you tip out based on sales.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like I usually
Well-
buy you guys like a round or like slammers and stuff. Like if somebody makes me food, like I do other things during work and like buy people beers. So then I have to pay like $15 for a table. They really cost me like $100 because I could have had 2 different tables there that would have tipped me and spent money and
Yeah.
not wasted my time. But we have to be accommodating, and we can't say no or say, "Hey, you're fucking stupid. Eat your fucking food and leave."
That's why I work in back of house, dude.
You know what? I'm pretty good at being
Work in
really
the kitchen.
passive aggressive and letting people know that they're fucking dumb. So I felt really good being.
I
like,
let them know in a different way. I mean, I'm not passive aggressive.
I've never done the.
I-
Hey, you know, there's no tip right thing ever.
Yeah, no, that's that. Yeah,
But it was the
but
way.
you got to
but
sometimes.
the
man,
situation, the way it played
it
out.
warranted it. It warranted
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
You
It's like, you guys just you
Anybody
wanted to be
would
outside and
understand
you
that.
fucked me.
You fucked me. You didn't take me to dinner. I didn't even get a blowjob. I didn't want it because I have a girlfriend that I love and adore.
Yeah,
And you wasted my time, and you're idiots. So,
yeah. I have a
And-
hard time with those emotions.
unfortunately.
Oh, dude, I have fun dealing with those fucking
But I-
people. But like,
But I really didn't let it affect me. I was fine.
Good.
Like I really.
good. You shouldn't.
I
Why
don't really
should you? It's
care.
you're serving food and drinks. Who the fuck gives a shit?
Yeah, we're not saving lives.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I have
No.
no control over the fact that they suck as human beings.
If anything, the cooks are saving lives because they're feeding people.
Yeah, they loved your fucking food.
Yeah. But the servers.
Were you working boils on Sunday night or Monday night?
I don't work at night.
Oh, you don't work at
usually.
night? Usually?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Monday
I
night.
host Dave's mic.
Hey, what do you do on Monday nights,
I
Brian?
host Dave's mic.
What do you normally do
No,
when you're on
you-
the line? Do you?
It's mine and Jill's, Mike. First
I
of all,
host Comic Uprising's mic at 11th Street Station at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
on Mondays.
That's cool.
but
That's what I do.
yeah.
I like a lot of shit. They have a good crab cake slider.
Do
I've
they?
actually had to pull strings to get the last 2 Monday nights off because of that.
Oh yeah, what are you doing next month? I mean, like,
I'm off. Yeah.
okay, good.
Tony.
Oh shit.
What?
Oh, I turned it
Battery
to medium.
dead?
No, I turned it to medium heat.
Worst case scenario.
Yeah. No, this thing's sweet, bro. I'm not trying to advertise for any companies, but the
Go
pen I
for
have
it.
is sick. No, fuck that.
No, go for it. We could use a sponsor. If we advertise
A
for them
sponsor
fir-
implies that you're getting paid.
Yeah, I know. If we advertise for them first, it'll be a show of
They're
goodwill.
never gonna see this.
Okay.
Oh,
you
they're
know,
gonna see
hey,
it.
fuck it. Who cares?
We're gonna
You
email.
don't know.
We're gonna email him. Jake's gonna email
No,
him.
tag the rec room owner on
Oh,
Facebook.
okay.
For real. No, for real.
Oh well, I'm
This is
friends
from
with
Rec Room.
I'm
of
friends
the comedy
with
scene,
that
yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
Pat.
exactly.
His
Yeah,
name's Pat.
Yeah, he's fucking cool as shit. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's I went downstairs for the CBD for the people battery has a 3, like a low, medium, high, or you can have it
Setting, yeah.
warm up if you like do all these little clicks. It says it on the box and shit. But then I got the Bonanza, the top, and it has like the bamboo top, and they like the way they transport it. It like helps protect it, not get affected by all the elevation changes while it's on its way to get here and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
Like going up mountains and down mountains
Yeah.
and like just like anything else really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I don't really know how much but I'm not. I feel like I
mean,
should believe.
I
the
would think that
dispensary people.
Yeah.
I
Those are
feel
the
like
people
they
I would
know
believe first.
What they
you know.
what they're talking about. I hope.
I hope
So-
they're right about that.
But it was worth it. I got this like a week ago, and it's still chilling.
It's a good looking pen. I mean, like it's sturdy, dude. I like the bamboo
And
tip.
it's just a little Android charger.
Fucking Android. Just kidding.
Well, it's on a phone. You can't call anybody.
Yeah, but don't you have an iPhone?
I do.
Do you even have an Android charger?
Yeah, for my
guess
Yeah,
speaker.
for his fucking pen.
Yeah, no, I got a double. I have a double speaker.
Oh yeah,
at least his
no,
dad got
dude.
me.
Yeah, dude. I forgot you can buy them.
Yeah. There's all kinds of chargers out here in the world, son.
And they're all available almost everywhere.
Like
Gas
literally,
stations,
yeah,
fucking
like
anywhere.
literally
But
everywhere.
mainly Amazon.com.
But mainly Amazon.com.
That's how I usually get stuff.
Did you guys see the review about the girls like dildo thing that basically made it sell out in like 24 hours?
No, what?
Oh, she wrote like such a great review that it sold out in 24 hours.
Who wrote the review?
Oh, it's on Instagram.
Some normal person.
Yeah, just a person. She was
They
like,
bought a dildo.
essentially what she said was that she uses it twice a day. It's the best thing's ever happened to her, and she can give a fuck about men anymore. And like I used to be like sad and upset, this and that. And she's like, I walk around just great mood all the time now, like blah blah. And then
Oh,
like,
hell
and
yeah,
then
sister.
and then quarantine happened and they sold out. So
Oh my god.
That makes sense.
you haven't seen that?
That's really funny. No,
I've seen it like all over Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, I don't look very hard for stuff.
I don't follow that many people.
I follow things, not people, because I don't really give a shit about people.
See, I follow comics, not things,
Yeah,
because I don't
I'm
give a shit
mostly
about
comics.
things.
That's
I
mostly
follow a lot of Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, that's gay.
I don't.
No problem.
I love Harry Potter. Fuck you.
Have you met Kate McLaughlin?
Kate McLaughlin?
Yeah,
No.
the singer.
Yeah.
Katie McLaughlin?
Sure.
Sarah McLaughlin.
Sarah McLaughlin. No.
You've never met her? Dude, everybody's met her.
I met Chris Farley the other day.
Yeah, with the cowboy hat.
Yeah. I wait on this dude. His name's Chris Farley.
You don't get to choose your name. That's the thing.
You don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is super white
How
and
old is he?
biblical. He's old. I think he was born before Chris
So
Farley.
he was
Dude,
Chris
he was
Farley
probably
number
born
one.
in like
No, actually.
1898 because he looks like
He looks like it.
he looks like he belongs in the movie Tombstone,
He does.
which I'm going to see tomorrow. No,
the
tomorrow's not
drive-in?
Friday. Yeah, Friday at the drive-in.
Oh, that's sick. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Come on, come with me.
I'm down.
Well, I don't know if there's room. We gotta ask Caleb. We're going with them.
You going? Is it Friday night?
Yeah.
I work Friday nights. But if I release it, I bet somebody picks it up.
Doc Holliday's my favorite character in any movie ever.
That's a
So
dope movie.
I'm really excited to watch it on like a big screen.
And it's actually not a bad setup. I went there and saw Wayne's World.
Yeah,
Oh, you did?
my buddy Brian for Music Masters. Well, he owns Music Masters, but he set up the stage and the screen and everything.
It's super nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if there's a show in a park anywhere in Durango, he's most likely the guy that supplies all the speakers and the
Yeah,
stage.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it was totally set up and it was
Yeah.
super nice and the speakers were good and then like you just tune into like a radio station
Yeah,
and
Right
so
on. Yeah.
listen to it through
Yeah.
your car.
yeah, but then you can also because everybody's playing it, like even when you go to the bathroom, like you can still hear
Yeah,
it. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Because everybody's playing it, it's like on the same
like
frequency.
on
Right,
the-
yeah. So you can like sit out
Yeah,
of your
so
car in like lawn chairs.
Yeah,
and
there's
shit.
like nobody's car is like off sync. It's all the
Right.
same. So
That's
like
awesome.
it makes it so you can just
No,
hear
I'm
it.
fucking pumped because like they said it's like $40 a car, but they said you can have 6 people per, and so
And they
Maddie,
give you popcorn and
Maddie
2
told me-
sodas.
yeah.
And, yeah. It's legit.
Wait,
So
they
if we
do?
just took
Yeah.
the truck, could you just fucking put some lawn chairs?
That's
in
what we
the
did.
back?
Yeah, we just Keith just opened up the back of his Subaru, and I brought my chair. And
I'm
fucking-
honestly just thinking about walking up there with my lawn chair and just being like, my friends are in there, and just walking in and sitting down. Why not?
No, you could, because I left and went to McDonald's and got some fries, and
Came back.
nobody stopped me from shit.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't exceed,
I'm gonna do that.
as long as you don't exceed, like go. Yeah, as long as there's 6
Succeed.
people, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Like so
Like
you don't have to
space.
come with them, because I didn't come with them. They went, and I like walked up and met up with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. Just walk
I'm
in.
just going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
'cause
Have
you
a
just-
cat
'cause
walk
it's
in
right next to
3
me.
minutes later.
It's like right next
Yeah.
to McDonald's.
I know.
So you can
It's
just be
walking
like, hey-
distance to my
yeah, you
house.
can just and guess what? It's like a bunch of like teenage kids and stuff, dude. Nobody's gonna tell you no.
Fuck yeah.
If they're
Oh,
like,
that's-
oh, can I see your
really?
ticket? You'd be
The
like,
people
oh no, my
working there?
buddy. Yeah, it's like a
Tight.
bunch of like, yeah,
You want to come? Come park at my house and
You know
walk
what I'm saying?
down there with
it was
me.
just like high
We'll
schoolers.
walk in 2 minutes apart, dude. And then we'll just all happen to sit in the same area.
Yeah, they're working
And then
that
we'll
job
happen to
nobody
smoke a
wants
bunch of
to.
weed.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
there's like an older person in charge of them, but it was just like a bunch of high schoolers.
Well, and it's all
running the
based
show.
on the COVID shit, and they don't want to fucking deal with it either.
Yeah, so if as long as you have a mask
Yeah.
and like just do what you're supposed to do and be polite, nobody's gonna tell you shit. So.
What?
And every other spot was X'd out, so there's like spacing between cars.
Yeah, we had
So you have room to like chill with your, your
yeah, I
people.
went to I Am Music in Buckley Park. They threw a big show
Oh, that's cool.
with Eldergrown and yes, another band I don't remember. Sorry. But it was cool. It was all spaced out, and we had 6 tickets because my friend from Flagstaff thought it was next month when he bought the tickets. So he arranged like with all his friends to come down with him, and then he woke up that day and was like, "Oh shit, it's today." And he just drove down and basically called Evan and was like, "Yo, I got 6 tickets if you guys want to come." And yeah, went and saw some good music. But we were
When
just
was this?
we were meeting friends on the street, and they were just like coming in and out of our space. So I bet that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I bet they don't want to fucking deal with like, well, you've already interacted with 4 people, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Because they were like, as long as there's 6 people in the square,
yes.
you're
When
good.
did they play at Buckley Park, dude?
Last week,
Really?
week and a half. Yeah,
Oh man.
I think you were working. I would
I
have hit you
must
up.
have been, dude.
Yeah.
Because I fucking love going down to Buckley Park when shit's going down, dude.
That's
It's always
nice.
fun, dude.
It was.
Oh,
Everybody's stoked.
But yeah, and I'm pretty sure they played sound from the screen as well.
Really
Like a little bit.
nice. So if you're up front,
Yeah, and like
Some
and
of that
everybody
action.
wanted to sit at the back. So when we showed up late, like me, Keith, and Allie, and then like I think it's like Allie's roommate and her boyfriend or whatever, they're like, everybody wants to go to the back, and they're like, well, we'll go to the front then. So we had like the front left by the pole, so there was like nobody to the left,
Yeah.
and then we had our spot, and we just kicked it, dude. It was sweet by the
Yeah.
bathrooms,
that's
and it was
that-
Wayne's World.
I love that movie
It was
so much.
oh my gosh, it was
Childhood
so funny.
favorite, dude.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I loved that movie. I think Allie had never seen it before.
What?
Yeah, so it was nice
She's
to be there
fired.
because I could just hear her like dying laughing in the back. I'm like, oh, this movie's so great. So
Wayne's World 1 or 2?
it was the first one.
Awesome. They'll probably play the second one soon, and the
I would
second one's
hope
better.
so.
And I've seen them both so many times I could watch either anytime.
If they do Harry Potter, I'll lose my mind.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you heard
Yeah,
it
they
here.
should actually, dude, because they're not super long. They're 2 hours.
the first few.
No, dude, like all of them.
That's not true at all.
hmm
The last
How
couple.
much you want to bet?
The last few are like almost like basically like
One
3
time,
hours.
this dude made a bet with me.
Oh my god.
Now we're talking
This-
about Harry Potter.
No. We're talking about football now.
Okay.
One time, this dude made a bet with me because I said this one team was going to beat the 49ers. And then he was like, the 49ers won. Look at the fucking
you're
footage.
fucking this whole thing up.
All right,
Okay,
yeah,
so-
please. I can't remember it, dude.
Okay, so what
But
happened?
he'll be honest, and it's embarrassing to him, and it's great.
What had happened is that I was at the Roadhouse, and the team that I was referring to, I can't remember the team. It was like San Francisco and Baltimore. So I don't
Yeah,
fucking
something
remember.
like that.
Something like that.
We'll just
and so,
go with that.
And so they were up,
Yeah.
And so I walked to Steamworks, and I was like, "How about those fucking like 49ers, blah?" And he's like, "Bro, they didn't win." And I was like, "Bullshit, $50." And he was like, "No, bro."
I just watched it on
Dave was
TV.
He's
working
like-
at Steamworks.
Yeah.
Just saw it.
On
Yeah.
TV.
So from the walk to Roadhouse to Steamworks, which is like 3 minutes.
Oh.
And the 3 minutes, and there was only like a minute and something left in football anyway. Like, that's nothing. I went there to go have a drink and celebrate because I had won some money from somebody else. So I get there, and I'm like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. Because the way it ended when I left was that they had like this crazy play to score a touchdown at the end of the game.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, there's no way that they're going to fucking score after this. There's no way. So I go to Steamworks, and I was like, bro, the fucking Niners won. He was like, no, they didn't. I was like, I bet you $50. And then our buddy Travis, who was bartending, he was like, no, Jake, like they really didn't win. And I was like, shh.
He shushed the bartender.
Because I thought he wanted I thought he wanted to tell Dave that we had scored right before the end of the game, like because he wanted to go for the other team. And I was like, he's like, no, Jake, that's not when. I was like, Travis, shh. And Travis was like, okay. And
It's like, fuck
I was
you,
wrong. And I was wrong. But did I not give you $50?
Yo, I absolutely took it. I was like, Jake, if you hadn't have shushed Travis, I would not have charged you. I would have let it go.
I was also
No, but
kinda-
that
I was
level of arrogance.
I was pretty
Yes.
drunk.
Yeah,
I was pretty
you
drunk.
gotta take that money.
I was
sonny.
like, I'm going to teach you a lesson, bro.
There was like a minute left in the game. I was like, there's no way.
You can tell Dave's from the South because he called you boy.
I know.
Oh, dude.
Jesus Christ.
It was so funny, dude.
I paid you though.
Yeah, you did.
Nice.
If I lose a bet, I lose a bet.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
I mean,
The money
dude,
wasn't as bad as actually losing the bet, so it was more embarrassing than
I
it
mean,
was
dude,
financial.
If you,
Yeah. No, that doesn't feel good.
if you hadn't
Oh,
have
man.
shushed him, I wouldn't have taken it.
I told.
I've lost a lot of
I
bets
shushed the shit
gracefully,
out of him.
but the only
It was
ones
so funny.
I've lost not gracefully was during fights where I'm just like, how did that even happen? Like, fuck this. Fuck betting on fighting. You know,
Yeah.
that's not the best.
I lost bad. That was. I
Well,
forgot,
yeah,
I forgot about that
but
actually.
But that is one of the worst.
Me
Yeah.
and
That's not good at all.
Me and Travis talked about it the other day.
really.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
yeah. That's what-
Fucking
that's-
Travis.
Because I brought it up.
we
And-
played
and-
$5 clackers there. I took his money. That felt real good.
Did you?
Yeah.
Man, he doesn't lose in clackers very much.
I know that's why it felt so good.
Yeah. I've seen this dude, Travis, the bartender, that tried to help Jake. I've seen
Yeah, he
him-
actually tried to have my back, and I feel bad.
I've seen him play. It was $160 game of clackers with our other bartender friend Jesse, because it started off at like 20, then 40, then 80, then they doubled it to
Yeah.
160. If I remember correctly, maybe it was. Yeah, I think the total one went for 160, or maybe it was 80. I don't remember, but either way. It's over there. Yeah, but anyway, like this dude wins at clackers a lot, dude.
First left. Yeah.
Second right. Third
Whatever.
left. I don't know. He's left-handed. Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go tonight.
Yeah. Just gonna bail. I am too. I mean, I have plans.
Yeah,
And-
your plans are a little more fun than mine.
It's literally the only night it can happen, these plans. It's
Yeah.
the only one. And I've worked my
Wait, what are you doing?
ass off all day. Well, yeah, on Sunday, or what is it? Tuesday? On
today?
Tuesday, I allegedly did mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, I did mushrooms because by then there will be no more mushrooms on me. So
Yeah, so fuck it. And that's fun, dude. I'm glad you got to do
I need
that.
to. Yeah.
I'm sorry you had such a bad trip, like running around the woods naked with a machete. Like I wish that wouldn't have happened to you on Tuesday, but you know,
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
hopefully in your dreams next time, Cindy Crawford's naked. You know?
Yeah. Well, I feel like, dude, I probably haven't tripped in like a year and a half. Like, I need it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I just tripped for the first. Dude, the day I tripped was the day that I started to take 7 random days off in a row of alcohol. Last time I tripped, it was like 2 weeks
That makes
ago,
sense.
2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't tripped in over a year before that, and I
Yeah.
didn't even know how much I needed it, but apparently Like, I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
what I'm worried
I don't
about.
know if it's because of tripping, but all I know is that such a positive thing happened after the day I tripped. I took 7 days off in a
And
row.
how's your drinking going now?
I love it.
So the mushrooms lasted 7 days, and now you need
Acid.
to re-up.
It was acid.
Acid?
It was acid. It's even better.
Yeah, I have a
'Cause
feeling I'm
mushrooms
gonna have
taste
a
like
similar epiphany this evening.
Dude, maybe
It's
take
like,
some
you drink
time.
way too much.
I didn't even
love
think
it.
about it during it was a completely subconscious thing. I didn't think about it while I was tripping. It's just that when I was coming down and I was just dehydrated and shit, like I think in my mind I was still having that like psychedelic mental kind of thought, even though it was dwindling out. But I think it was just like, you don't need booze, you need water. And like, so I just started drinking water and I didn't stop for 7 days.
I just kept running.
yeah.
Nice.
Just kept
my,
running.
my brain was like, you're dehydrated, drink water. So I just did it for 7 days.
I did, dude. Just drink water. I just drank. What I did was I drank water until I wasn't dehydrated.
Fair enough.
It took you a
It's
week.
like almost a week, dude.
That's all right. I drank a bunch of water the other day at work, and because I pounded so much water. At
A
once,
week
I,
at work.
I fucking puked.
Oh, yeah. Well, I stand...
Like when you're overheated and like drink a bunch of cold water, like too fast.
I gotta pee now
Well,
too.
yeah. We should actually think about wrapping this up. We're about
Okay.
at that sweet spot
Okay.
of time where it doesn't get weird to edit the video.
Let's do it.
To be
dude.
honest.
Okay, cool.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
But you got anything you want to promote?
I feel like I already promoted a bunch of stuff. Go Tigers, go Lions. Football starts on Sunday. Detroit Lions, baby.
Oh,
We got
dude.
we got Adrian Peterson as the
I
running
don't
back
wanna-
now.
I don't want to cook during football season.
You don't want to cook?
During football season? Not really.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah,
horror
yeah.
stories.
It's just a bunch of wings, dude. Don't worry.
No, I'm gonna get the NFL ticket and just throw football parties at my house.
He's
every
talking
Sunday.
about he doesn't
nice.
want to cook at Steamworks.
Yeah.
Oh no, because they're not getting the ticket, so they're not gonna allow people to like hang out and linger. Oh yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, they're not gonna buy the ticket because they don't want people to do that.
Damn.
Have
Yes, son.
capacity, dude. That's way
Yep.
less money.
Yep.
You gotta fucking rotate.
Yep.
Rotate.
So they got it.
rotate.
So they're not getting the ticket.
Good.
And
Fuck
they're
yeah,
and like I'm
Steamworks.
almost positive they might even do like an hour and a half limit.
Yeah, no discount on a ski pass,
go
but
fuck
no
yourself.
NFL ticket.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm pumped.
feel
dude.
better now?
Way better.
Can't wait to
Okay,
leave.
cool.
You know how many mac and cheeses?
Can I
people
go back
that
to
watch
promoting
football
the
do?
Lions football team or what?
Fine.
Okay. Sick.
You got 30 seconds.
All right. Matthew Stafford's back. We got Adrian Peterson. We got a running back finally. We got some good drafts. Football, basketball, don't give a fuck. I guess go Dodgers for Alicia. And then obviously go Tigers, but they're fucking garbage too. So
You got that right, Jake.
Dave, thank you for having me. I appreciate
Dude,
you,
yeah,
buddy.
dude.
This was
I'm
fun.
glad you asked to be on because I knew
I was
you'd
like,
be
bro,
funny.
Yeah,
I
this
knew
is
you'd be
fun.
fun.
I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to meet and hang out and talk.
Yeah, because I
This
see
is
you all the time at work, and I know who you are, but I had never
Right.
actually met you. So
Well,
I feel
now
like this
you-
is the
there's
best
so many
platform
people,
to
dude.
have met you.
I think it's great.
Yeah, so-
I've met a lot of people this way.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
I'm
so
not
it's super
friends
fun,
with.
man.
Yeah, dude, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, you're still my ride home though. So
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, we gotta be
Alicia's
formal.
at the Roadhouse. I'm just going to the Roadhouse.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Dave,
Shit.
you want to promote anything?
Nope.
All right, Comic Uprising has a new open mic at the balcony on Mondays at 8 p.m. I'm currently the host. We'll see how that goes in the future.
You're gonna be the host.
Okay. And you can find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook, and greenlightweekend@gmail.com.
And you can have this growler too, by the way.
Oh, that's so sweet. You could take it, whatever.
Keep
But
an eye
it's
out
like-
for the
it's
Mike
semi-full.
Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight coming to a theater near you in some sort of months.
Yeah, ours is going to be a drive.
Oh, if you haven't watched The Boys on Amazon, you
I
need
agree.
to.
I concur. I can't watch it tonight because of the mushrooms, but
I watched the final
Also,
third episode.
if you guys haven't heard of it, there's this thing called music. Listen to it.
all right. Peace.
Jake, bye.
They kind of snuck out.
Everything with cream cheese these orange juice break fast. I'm out the door to get the dough, speaking to the masses. Hit the road to do a show, microphone madness. Trip easy, cheap sunglasses. Straight passion, my third eye active. Watching backpacks lead the show, beeping that shit. Vocally, hearing me, locally, lyrically. Know what I'm supposed to be and I don't got no fear of it. I'm coming for your brain, homie, coming at you spiritually. Stepped into the game and I knew that flow was slippery, but check my flow though. Turn a whack news to history. Let them do their thing instead, I put them out their misery. And simply put, just got disconnected. Like my boy Big Money, man, this can't be neglected. Grab the mic and check it, coming up in your direction. Gift that I've been blessed with, this hustle is respected and reckless. Poetic mind on the set list, got the groove to match. Everybody step with it, still haven't fulfilled a whole vision yet. Life right now still so picturesque. I'm knocking every stage until I get a bigger check. Even though I hate money, ready for a bigger step. Pull the trigger next. Somebody coming at your neck. I could've died today. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes and got precision set of skills and imagination, creations, innovating with motivation. I'm chasing my goals, giants that I be racing. I'ma stride through the finish like a 6'5" Jamaican, beating my chest like yeah. What my name is, ink on my chest. What my homie spray painting, summer day smoke skate, PlayStation. He looking down on me and I can't stay patient. I ain't just trying to say shit. Sit back and face this real type. I've been smoking instrumental playlists, chill in the cut. Now these small places I ain't getting love now, man. Fuck being famous, yeah, they tell me it's really hard to make it. They don't understand I love being underestimated. Second guess it and I'll take it that you're undereducated. Anyway, this got me thinking about them old records playing. Why? It's filled with soul and it fills my mind. Tail feather shaking while the rhythm takes flight. What I'm doing wrong, I ain't gonna fake right. I don't get no sleep because the music takes night. Nocturnal life with my basement lights. Just roll some nice, keep my drink on ice. If you don't get it once and you don't hear it twice, moving on this beat right here is out of sight. I'ma stay away. Stay away.